All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. And it's kind of short notice and on a Saturday, but we got it working, so we'll go ahead and get started. You guys, in front of us is the tavern in the small port city of Greyshore. And when I say city, I mean more of a town. It's a coastal town, often riddled with fog and often wet from the sea foam that sprays in from the ocean. It's beaten down and kind of a small town. As we're looking at this, I want you guys to picture a poor excuse for a ship is sitting in the docks of Greyshore. Its sails are torn, they sway slowly in the wind, and as each of you make your way into the town, you see this ship in the distance. Meaning, maybe the flyer that each of you came across wasn't total horseshit. It might actually be true. Now, in the tavern, it's a rather large tavern, and it's somewhere between bustling and busy. People are reading, they're eating, drinking. With it being just before sundown, there's still some natural light creeping in through the windows, but one of the barmaids have begun to light candles and lanterns all throughout the establishment. And with this tavern, each of you slowly makes your way inside the establishment. One after another, each of you arrive, and like the flyer said, in the corner there is a booth with the flyer posted by it. It said to head there and wait for further instructions, because people will be coming at sundown. So as you guys spill into the tavern, what are you wanting to do? You don't have to roll. I will just point out this is the booth that is being mentioned. This is the one where you were supposed to go.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
And again, we will get into character introductions shortly, so as we are role-playing right now, do not worry about introducing your character. There will be a moment very soon for that. Okay, Brendan, Gus Silverhorn makes his way over to the bar. Does anybody else do anything as you guys enter into this?
Hadrian makes fun of the fact that he has a shitty picture as his figure.
Indeed. Gus Silverhorn's looking a little worse for wear.
I'm gonna move to sit here so I can see the door and the people who would be going into that table.
Okay. Merrick kind of takes up a post close to the booth, but not at the booth, where he can see everybody, including anybody that comes in.
Is there like a tavern owner or something around?
Indeed. So as you guys walk in, it's very obvious the people behind the bar look to be more official. They're taking people's drinks. As Gus arrives at the bar, they're the ones that go to take his drink. So maybe not specifically an owner, but certainly they are the workers on call tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna roll up to the bar and just chat with them then.
All right.
Adrian!
I follow behind her because that's what I do.
Right. Tony, you were saying something?
They
Passion
say
kind
art
of
imitates life.
slyly tiptoes through the entrance of the tavern, looking very obviously around, like not like shifting her eyes in a suspicious way, but curiously turning her head to and fro, up and down, swishing her tail curiously from slowly across the ground, side to side, kind of like almost like chuckling and whistling a little bit to herself, just kind of taking in the scenery.
All right, and you stroll in and take up a more lackadaisical approach. Do you not head to the table?
Not immediately.
All right. And Joseph, I'm sorry, I think I cut you off. You were saying?
No, you're all good. I'm gonna, since everybody kind of went to the bar, I'm gonna go sit in between this guy with the wings and this human, inconspicuously.
All right. We will head to the bar first. I believe Gus, you arrived there first. As you take a seat, the lady here at the bar steps forward. You know, as the model shows, she's kind of arms crossed, looks maybe a little irritated, but she, with maybe a little bit less gusto or charisma as you'd expect, just goes, "What do you want?"
What do they have? Is there a menu?
Well, there's not a menu, but there's every bottle that we've got behind me. You look like someone who those bottles would be wasted on, so I'm gonna guess just plain beer.
That's fair. Whatever's cheapest.
Alright, she places just a pint of ale down and holds out a hand as if expecting payment. And that'll be 2 silver.
Pays her.
Alright, so you put that in her hand, and she's going to move along to the next person in the row. She eyes Lothric. See, I almost said Racing Lothric. She eyes Lothric. I've been reading it like that this whole time. She eyes Lothric and sees the elvish ears, and maybe almost smirks up a bit upon seeing a non-human. But again, it's, "What do you want?"
She's talking to me, right?
Yes.
Oh, he got this very monotone voice. What do I want? I want to live in a world where barmaids have manners.
Now, I want to live in a world where people dressed like that don't come into my bar, but here we are.
Well, we both won't get what we want, will we? Give me some of your ale.
She puts it down, and she goes, "That'll be 4 silver."
Before he can pay, I reach over and pay for his.
Oh.
Now, just to be clear, she is charging him more
I saw.
than you. You're still just paying?
Yep.
She's gonna look at you and kind of just shrug. As you two are being dealt with by her, this young gentleman here steps forward and says, "Well, what can I do for you two?"
Good evening, sir. Yeah. We're here to inquire about a poster that we saw, a flyer. Do you have any information about that by chance?
Oh, you're not talking about that flyer over in the booth over yonder, are you?
Yeah, exactly that one.
Oh.
Oh.
How about I get you a drink?
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
Rhea, I would like you to make the first roll of the campaign. Roll me a insight.
Sure can. I got a 10.
A 10. As you look at this little halfling, he doesn't seem timid or like, uh-oh, these guys might be pirates. It's more of an annoyed, like, oh, you're with them kind of look. And he does not divulge any more information on the booth. Instead, he turns and he grabs you guys a couple pints of ale, and he says, "Why don't you just have these drinks on the house and maybe stay here and don't go over to that booth."
Thank you for the drink, sir. We'll think about that.
Alright. We move over to Merrick. So you watched as every other person came in and quickly made their way to the bar. You are looking at Passion, who is still kind of by the main entrance. But if you could roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. That would be a 25.
A 25. So you're keen, range your eyes, you scan all of the windows, you scan the other patrons, and you're looking out the door. I will say, on the patrons' faces, some of them look a little more nervous after all your group has come in. Perhaps it's because they think that you're with the pirates. Perhaps it's because everybody looks so exotic. They're not particularly looking at you, but you're able to pick up that Lothric and Hadrian are maybe getting a couple odd looks, perhaps just because of how odd they look themselves. But in this moment, do you do anything else right now?
Do I see Passion over here standing by herself?
Yes.
He's gonna get over and waddle up to her and be like, "Hi, my name's Merrick. Are you here for the flyer too?"
Still kind of like nonchalantly flicking her head back and forth. She looks down and goes, "Oh, well, how did you know that I was here for that?"
Merrick's gonna say, in Thieves' Camp, "You look peculiar."
Well, I suppose I may stand out a little bit amongst the fearless crowd.
And you being able to understand what I just said assures it.
I'm not trying to hide it, dear friend.
Well, why haven't you moved over to the booth yet?
I like new surroundings. I like seeing what's around me. I like seeing if anything is worthy of my time outside of my initial interest.
You're cool. I like you.
She kind of like puts her hand against her chin in an interested way, but not in like a maybe we'll get along, maybe we won't kind of way. Just kind of regarding the items on him in general. So, since you're asking me, I suppose you'll hear about that flyer as well?
You're right, I am. I'm just trying to make some friends. I don't have many.
She points a furry finger towards the bar. Well, that jolly lot's over there. I think they'd make good friends.
Okay, I'll go try. And Merrick's gonna wander over to the bar too.
Alright. Merrick heads over to the bar. Passion remains by the door. Is anybody wanting to do anything in these moments? Right, as Merrick heads to the bar, Passion, give me a perception check.
That'll be an 11.
Alright, it's not a hard one to beat. You feel the fur on your back stand up as the door to the tavern opens, and in walks a duo of miscreants. They enter, they kind of look around, scanning the horizon, and their eyes fall on the booth. And as they stand there, I'm going to describe these two gentlemen. The older of the two, he has a large, black, bushy beard cigar between his lips. And he is filthy, somewhat covered in blood. I mean, it is dried, it is caked on, he is very dirty. But there's a theme to his attire. A deep red, as if to look almost regal. Though I must clarify, he is not regal whatsoever. Besides his nasty, filthy teeth and the disturbing look on his face, the most striking part of his entire person is his eyes. Now, he looks like an older gentleman, but those eyes, they're still full of life, and they are a very bright emerald green, like the emerald you would see with a Minecraft emerald. They almost have a glow to them. And as he walks in, he glares at Passion for a moment, but says nothing. Now, the other gentleman, the younger of the two, looks very similar to the older man, and no one has to roll for this. It's fairly obvious that he's probably related to him, most likely his son. At his side are a couple dueling swords, and the son looks much cleaner. Where the father was filthy, the son is covered in tattoos and body markings. You know, he looks a bit less like a pirate and maybe more like a sword for hire. Yet, just like his dad, his eyes glow a bright emerald green. And as he looks at the booth, he frowns. Well, Dad, seems we didn't have anybody take the bait. Looks like we're gonna be down a crew as we head off. The captain turns to his son. Oh, come on now, me boy. The sun hasn't set fully. There's still time for a couple landlubbers to head over to the booth. Why don't we head on over there? The sun... Ashen, you're the only one that's closest. Can you roll me an insight check?
15.
Alright, as you kind of stand there, maybe the fur on your back has stood up a little bit as these kind of nasty, grungy individuals have entered the tavern. You look to the sun as the father mentions hanging around for a bit, and the son does... On his expression, there's a look of, kind of like, a look of distrust, maybe for the town, a look of, disdain. It seems like he maybe doesn't want to stick around. But he grumbles in agreement, and the duo head over to the booth and sit down.
I'm gonna nudge Joseph's character. Joseph, what is the name of your character?
Lothric.
Okay, Lothric. Cool. I nudged Lothric, who I guess we need to meet, and I'm like, hey, a couple of people sat down at that booth over there. I assume you're here for the meeting?
That is true.
I appreciate you being honest with me. Do you want to walk over there, or do you want to hold off?
I don't know what we'd wait for, and I'm just gonna get up. Yeah, I guess we'll saunter over there.
Alright.
Wyatt, while everybody goes to the booth, I would like to just take a gander around the tavern, see if there's any interesting items at all.
Like, inside or outside the tavern?
Inside the tavern. Just
inside?
To satiate her curiosity. I want to look around.
Sure. If you'll roll me an investigation as you look around with those cat-like eyes.
Oh, that's a 4.
Alright, so maybe as you try to kind of look around and scan for any valuable items, the smell hits you. The captain and his son walked over, but the smell that came from the captain lingers in that doorway, and it wafts over to you, and it is rancid. The smell of old booze, dirty clothes, dried blood, it smells really bad. And as that hits you, you are completely distracted and unable to pick out any valuables in the crowd.
Hello. And then she'll start sauntering slowly over to the booth, a bit dejected.
Alright. So who is arriving at the booth first?
Probably me and Joseph.
Yes.
Alright, Brendan, move your fucking character.
Oh, I thought you moved him. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know I.
No, you
was
moved
responsible
him.
for
That is
that.
your
Okay.
job. I moved him because you didn't move him.
He's got Word
I'm
documents
sorry.
to keep track of.
Merrick's
I got
gonna see
a lot
Merrick's
of
gonna
Word
see them
documents.
moving, and he's gonna start waddling over there, but he's not there yet.
Lady, don't we have business
Right.
to conduct?
How do I fucking turn it?
Really?
Alright, when you click him, you can use the scroll wheel. As the two of you arrive at the booth, the captain is seated in the way of getting into the booth further, whereas the son is kind of leaned against the wall, leaned against this little table here. The son remains silent, but kind of, eyes the two of you, gives you a nod, maybe a smirk. The father, he turns and he's... well, would you look at that? I told you, me boy. Just had to wait a little bit, and here come the landlubbers. So I take it you were waiting on us to arrive first. Not too trusting of our old banner there.
I take like half a step back because his breath smells really bad.
Landlubbers, how charming. And I'm gonna hold up my palm and cast Minor Illusion and make a copy of the flyer. Are you the ones who left this flyer?
Be our flyer, and the Wishmakers' fortune be our quest. Now, if you want to be a part of me crew, take a seat.
Right.
Brennan, do you try to pass him in this booth? So, to make it clear, this is like one of those like circle booth kind of things you'd see at like Olive Garden, and he is in the way.
Oh,
Are you trying to pass him?
No, I no need. I can go the other way.
Because I was gonna say if you did, it's gonna smell bad. All right,
Here.
you awkwardly saunter all the way around.
Yeah.
He's staring at you the whole time.
Fuck.
My nostrils will flare, and I will hold out a hand. And I'll grab one of these chairs with mage hand and drag it across the ground. Sit like over here by this guy. Good 5
So
feet
this-
from the pirate. Yeah.
The long tip-eared one seems to have a bit of magic under his belt. Perhaps he won't be completely useless like the other elves we employed. As you guys sit there, does anybody else make a move in these moments?
Merrick will continue moving to the table.
Alright. Passion, were you heading to the table as well? You want to link, like, up here at the same time as Merrick, or?
She'll probably join last. We'll say, like, maybe she was investigating the whole time everybody else filed into the booth. And then at the end, she's like, ugh, and decides to join the rest of the crew.
Alright, so Passion's holding back while Merrick approaches. Merrick, do you stop here and do you say anything as you approach?
Merrick's gonna be, hello? Is this the place that the flyer mentioned?
So you get about halfway through that sentence before the captain here turns. He's, good. I was wondering when someone would show up to provide service. I need 2 pints. You know what? Make it 3 pints. It's gonna be a long evening while we
You know what? Make it
sort
4
out these
pints.
new crew. 4 pints. Perhaps I like this man.
Are we ordering food?
Well, I know I am a halfling and I'm kind of small, but I don't work here.
Well, then what the fuck do you want? Why are you bothering me? I killed lesser men for these kinds of transgressions.
I'm here to help you get to the Wishmaker's fortune.
As you say that, he takes the cigar that has been sitting in his mouth. He takes it out with one hand. He blows a little bit of smoke your way. He's got a very serious expression in that moment. Much more serious than what he's acted otherwise. And Layton, roll me a insight.
Insight. That would be a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Right, the first nat 20 of the campaign. Look at that. As you look at him, there's almost a sort of not reverence or reservations to it, but he looks like there might be a soft spot in his heart for the wee folk. And perhaps upon you saying that you want to join the crew, maybe something deep down behind the alcoholism and the cigars, he's worried. But he looks at you and he goes, so you be after the Wishmaker's fortune, eh? Well, do have a seat. Apologies. And he leans back and lets you join with everybody else. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna scoot you.
Yeah, you
we got a couple other people. So you scoot there. Alright. As time goes by, you guys are continuing to sit there, and I just want to make it clear for you people at the booth that the smell permeating off of this captain, quote unquote, is really bad. I mean, you guys are stuck there. He's puffing this cigar smoke, so you're getting a mix of cigar. You're getting a mix of like the nasty sea salt sweat that comes when you've been running around in the ocean. He takes a shoe off and he dumps sand out of the shoe onto the table and scratches at his foot. He's this thing's been killing me for weeks. Haven't had a good chance to really take them off before he puts it back on. And continues to sit there.
I'm gonna turn to Hadrian. I'm gonna turn to Hadrian and be like, "This guy seems real interesting. You wanna go move over to the booth? You wanna go?
May as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go. As I'm going, can I look around and see like how are like all these like other people sitting at the like how have all of them reacted to
roll me a perception just to see if you get a nat 20 or anything really high, but it's not a hard thing to beat.
Sure. I got a 9.
A 9. As you walk past people, the tavern hasn't gone silent, but I mean a large amount of people are just staring in this direction. Even with a 9, you can see the disgusted looks on their faces. You don't think that anybody's gonna, like, attack or go get the guards or anything like that. But perhaps this isn't the first time that this crew has used Greyshore to recruit folks. And perhaps it doesn't go well for the town. But you guys approach. Who goes first?
I'll
in this
first.
pecking order.
I imagine she
You
goes
go first. All right. So
most of the
you
time.
approached. What do you say?
Good evening, sir. I'm here for the fire. I assume you are too. And can I say you have a wonderful aesthetic going for you? How did you how did you manage to come up with this whole like persona of yours? You look real grungy, and it's pretty interesting.
He looks at Lothric and he goes, long night it's gonna be. He turns. No women. Shoo.
Come on. I can be super useful, okay? Look, this one right behind me, he follows me. So if I go, then he goes as well. And you
I'm gonna cut you off right there, madam. Lady Luck is a jealous type. And if another woman be on my ship, if I have to deal with another woman on my ship, the lucky Lancaster ain't gonna be making it to no Wishmaker's fortune. Now maybe you go get me a drink. Maybe I change my mind. But no women. He looks past you and sees Hadrian, who is a giant fucking paladin clad in armor, and he's... Oh, now... That there could be someone of use. Why don't you step forward, matey? Come have a chat.
He doesn't go with you unless I go with you.
Lady, make me a persuasion check.
Yes, sir. 19.
Ooh.
As you say that, he looks at you again. Still got the cigar. He takes it, and he leans forward and begins to try to press the burning tip of the cigar into the wooden part of your lyre. Do you allow that to happen?
Whoa. I don't. I immediately lean forward and just grab his wrist.
Alright, so as he begins to reach for that lyre that you are holding in your hand, to put his cigar out on it, you step forward and you grab his arm. You don't have to roll for it. He looks up at you with a devilish smile. Lothric, roll me a perception check.
Me?
Because yeah.
Lothric or okay, me.
The guy is behind you.
22.
Ooh.
Alright, so as all of this is going down, you hear two swords begin to unsheath behind you. Like he's just pulled them out slightly. But it was a very fast and immediate motion. The second that arm was grabbed, he's with those swords. But he does not raise them, he does not attack or anything. As the captain looks at Hadrian and he goes, perhaps I was a bit too brash there. Apologies. And he pulls the cigar hand away. Evan, do you let him like kind of lean back and sit back down in his chair?
Yeah, I'll let him go.
Alright, so he leans back into his chair and he puts the cigar out on the table instead. It sizzles.
Crazy.
A little bit of smoke. A little bit of smoke boils up.
Low trust society,
up into the ceiling. and he goes, why don't you two have a seat? Not the first time we've had a package deal, and a lady such as yourself won't last long.
I go past and I'm just like, yeah, no hard feelings. You do have to share you got that nice outfit of yours, so I could use that in the future. And then I just fucking...
I prefer to stand.
I'd prefer if those wings on your back were cut off and strung up in my chambers. But we don't get what we want. Have a seat, matey.
Fine.
God, Adrian,
It's already bad enough. I've got a damn elf and a woman at my table.
Whoa. Racist.
Whoa.
Only proper worker we've got so far is this man here. And he points at Gus.
Who is
I can see why you don't like the
drink down.
the tiefling, they are a foul race, but me, what did I do?
It's not what you did. It's what the elves did. It's what the elves do.
Mary's
gonna have to be more specific.
This isn't my questionnaire.
Yes, little boy.
What about me? What about me? I'm helpful.
He turns to you and he's... We folk are helpful in the sense that when my feet are hurting and I've had a long day and I need somewhere to rest them while I'm sitting, we folk are helpful as tools. And, well, they've got some uses. When the cargo in your ship be moving about during a storm, we folk are great for traveling in between the nooks and the crannies. In fact, last wee folk we had, well, he was trying to tie down a crate, and that crate became his grave. We folk are helpful. Ugh. Well, this looked like a hardy crew. Certainly not enough, but the sun do be going down, so perhaps we get started.
It's about this time when Passion tiptoes up and doesn't even look at anybody else at the table. She plops her elbow onto the wood of the table and shoves the flyer in the captain's face.
Hey, that be my handwriting. It is beautiful. I do appreciate you showing it to me. But... And he looks at you and he's kind of like squints. Do there be a third leg under that blouse, or are you another woman?
So what does it matter of what my gender is? Am I too exotic for you? Is that what you're saying?
I'm staying. Furry folk and water don't mix, and I've already got one woman at my table. I'll be swimming with the fishes before I let another one sit down.
Alright, while he's talking, can I do a perception look at his outfit?
Sure. 5 million.
Seeing if he's got any shiny things.
Yeah, so even on a 12, it was a 12, right? Because I was looking at your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, even on a 12, so he's not holding the blade. It is at his side. Same with his pistol. You're not able to see the pistol, but you can see the hilt of the blade, and the hilt of the blade does look very nice. Now, that niceness, that shininess, is absolutely coated in filth and grime, but underneath, there's that glint of gold that you have become accustomed to spotting.
That's on his weapon?
Yes, that is on his, cutlass that he's got. That he's got tucked away.
Does he happen to have any, brooches or anything? Like embellishments on his outfit?
Yeah, so, the outfit, as previously stated, you're on a 12, you're not able to see anything too fancy. You're definitely able to see that the buttons down his shirt, maybe one or two of them still look like pinned with gold, but plenty of them, if not the majority, have been replaced with mismatched buttons. There are tears in it. It looks like it has been around the block, and anything that looks to be fancy has probably been replaced with a shitty sew job of something else.
I see. Well, you know what? I want to try and... Can I try and remove his belt with Mage Hand?
You can certainly try. So
I can make the Mage Hand invisible, and I can roll Dexterity, Sleight of Hand.
Absolutely. So there's going to be a lot of rolls involved with this because you will be casting a spell in front of them, which is hard to hide. Are you wanting to do that after sitting at the booth? So maybe you're seated at the booth, moving your hands under the table, or are you wanting to do that right in front of him?
Well, I guess I was gonna try and like sneakily take something and then be like, how about now?
Absolutely, that is possible. If you're wanting to try and cast a spell in front of him, there will be a sleight of hand check that is required.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting there not to be.
Yeah. So if you can roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay. The 21.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as this foul human is talking to you, you kind of do hand motions like, you raise your hands like you don't want any trouble, but in those motions, you have gotten adept at casting. This isn't the first time where, while directly in front of someone, you're able to do some slight motions to cast a spell, and you cast Mage Hand? I'm not exactly sure how it works. Is it immediately invisible, or do you have to use some kind of action to make it invisible?
It's immediately visible.
It is immediately invisible.
So
as you cast that spell, it appears in front of you. It is invisible, so are you wanting it to try and loosen his belt?
I wanted to try and take a loose item off of him, so the belt was the only thing I could think of.
Alright, so you continue to look at him, you're concentrating on this spell now, and this invisible hand goes to begin to loosen his belt. I am going to... Roll me a sleight of hand, and this is going to be against his intelligence.
I got a 21 on the sleight of hand.
I don't think he's going to beat that. Alright, he only rolled a 15, because he's kind of stupid. As he is sitting there berating you, perhaps he's having a long conversation, long-winded, you're hearing word of, there be no women! I tell you, no women! And maybe he's going on about some long-winded story. The last time we had a woman on our ship, it rained for damn near 3 weeks. And as he is continuing to yell, the spit coming out of his mouth and hitting against your fur, you are continuing to concentrate on this spell, and the belt is slowly unwinded from around his waist and pulled up to float beside him. Lothric and Passion, roll a perception.
30, 20.
11.
Some of his media is pretty good.
Lothric, all you hear is a chuckle from behind you. Passion, you are able to turn
he definitely does
and kind of side-eye the sun,
honestly,
who is watching and clearly can tell exactly what you're doing. But his swords are sheathed, and he is smiling, and a chuckle comes from him as he watches his dad's belt get stripped from around his waist and float in front of him. It floats in between the two of you, and he is just continuing on this tirade about how women are a huge problem on the shipping, the crew. I mean, he started to, and he's, don't even get me started on when 2 of me mateys fall in love with one woman. It's a disaster. You've got 2 men, one of them... What? I haven't had any drinks yet. Why am I seeing things? Why is my belt floating?
She takes it in her hands and jiggles it a bit.
Ooh, how about now? Need someone a little bit handy in this kind of way?
I see this from the side, and I start fucking laughing at him, like, serves you right.
He grabs the belt, he looks at you. He goes, "I'll have you know I am happily married, but you can have a seat."
She flashes a one thing, like, grin at him and gingerly sits down on the booth.
Yeah, if Lothric's been kind of watching her with horror, and as she's sitting down, he's like, "Oh no," and you hear him just, and he sneezes really hard.
She kind of like immediately understands what that's in response to, but inches closer to Lothric.
Oh no. Oh dear. A cat
Is something
person.
wrong, dear sir?
Yes, I'm allergic to your kind.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
She plants her feet firmly on the floor and leans back in the booth, not budging.
Oh dear.
As everybody is now seated, there is an awkward silence that goes by as the sun finally sets behind the distant mountains. With the sun down, it's not fully dark yet. It's that 7 o'clock darkness that comes when daylight savings isn't, being gay.
Right.
And as that time goes by, is there anything anybody wants to do before the kind of interview and these two begin their little spiel? So thank you everybody for waiting for character introduction specifically. That is kind of what is going to occur now. The captain and his son are going to conduct interviews with everybody, and when it is your turn to speak, that is when I would like it if you guys would just kind of get into your character, the name, class, kind of like likes, dislikes, and your wish that you are after. And any other important notes that you think the other party members should know about your character at this moment. So that is kind of what is going to occur next when Tony gets back from getting water.
Are we? We're not doing it in character? Or
no, absolutely do it in character. But as you are explaining everything, I would like it if this would be a good time to maybe in the middle of the spiel explain what you are. Like, hey, I'm a necromancer. And that kind of thing. But obviously that may not be in character. And if you're wanting people to know that that's like, hey, my guy's not actually saying that, if you'll just, mention that. But that's what this interview part is kind of for.
Okay.
Alright, and Tony has returned. So with everybody seated, Barry kind of looks at his dad. The son kind of looks at his dad and gives him a nod. He like groans. He stands up. He looks at everybody. He's alrighty. I guess you lot are the only ones that read the flyer or seem interested in the Wishmakers' fortune, but this isn't gonna be enough. Anyways, the name's Buford Lancaster, and I am the captain of the Lucky Lancaster. Now, aren't you a sad bunch of landlubbers? God, what makes you think you'll survive on my ship? Especially since you're all so strange looking. Not to mention all the dastardly women. 2 women sitting at this table. What has the world come to? Not to mention the furry folk. This freak with wings. Winged creatures that stick to the skies, not go into the water or be on a pirate ship. You lot are looking. I don't think I'd take any of you out of this bar, let alone onto me ship. All the lot of you would do is feed the fish out on the open seas. No, wow. This just won't do. And as he's doing this intro that's kind of turned into a insulting spree, the son finally steps forward and he's, Dad, why don't you go grab a drink at the bar? pint. Take your time. Let me talk to these new hires. It's been a long trip back to Greyshore. You look thirsty, and that saucy tavern wench, she be eyeing you. As he hears that, he turns. He's douchey now, and he begins to leave. If there's anybody that wants to stop him, now's the time. But you absolutely don't have to. As he steps away and heads over to the tavern, leaving just Barry. And Barry looks you over and he's, alright, let's get down to brass tacks. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for my father there. He's a bit of an old man, he's set in his ways, but he's a damn fine captain, and no one else can pilot the ship like he can. Now, I want to make it clear, and he pulls up the flyer and kind of sets it on the table. He's much more casual than his dad. There's no theatrics to him. He's just laying it all out there. I need you guys to understand that we be desperate, all right? I know he'd be a bit racist, perhaps a bit sexist, certainly not PC, but he will hire you. I will hire you. You want the job, you've got the job. We damn near lost a dozen crewmates last week, and, well, without a solid crew behind our backs, the Wishmakers' fortune's just out of reach. We're this close to the Wishmakers' fortune. We've had a breakthrough, and this is our last chance to replenish the crew before we head out, so... It sucks that there's only 6 of you, but if you want the job, you got the job. I promise you, we wouldn't be wasting your time otherwise. We're close to this wish. Now, do any of you have any questions before my father returns?
12 people? How did you lose 12 crew members?
Sorry, Evan, could you repeat that? You said what happened to him?
Yeah, 12 crew members? How do you lose 12 crew members in a day?
I don't know if you saw the sad state that our ship be in, but that didn't just happen naturally. We came across rough waters, and not only did we come across rough waters, but we came across another crew that, well, let's just say they didn't respect the pirate code. Although we'd be flying the colors of a mercenary crew, they certainly tried their best to, well, do what pirates do. And we only escaped barely. We were able to limp our way into Greyshore. Hopefully, we've lost track of them. But in those moments, and with the inclement weather, we lost a good amount of friends that day.
Are you sailing with us?
He looks at you and he's... Yes, I be sailing with you. It's my father's ship. I'm the quartermaster of said ship. Frankly, I'm gonna be the one telling you what to do 9 times out of 10. So, yeah, I will be on the ship with you.
That are you?
He kind of like shakes his head in like a confused, like, what the fuck kind of question as he turns and looks to the table and he's, anybody else got any questions before I wave him back over? Because when he comes back, I mean, it's just gonna be more of the same. I mean, he's ridiculous, frankly.
I have a question. What are you hoping to get out of this? Why do you want us to help you on this, to hunt down this, Wishmaker's fortune, as you put it on the flyer? Why do you want it?
Well, as he said earlier, he said he was happily married. And that'd be a lie. He was happily married. My mother, she died. Illness took her a couple years back. Ever since, we've been looking for the Wishmaker's fortune, so we could perhaps bring her back. I don't personally have a wish that I care about. Other than that, I'm only going with him because I want my mother back. And I imagine if we get there when he's had one too many drinks, then all he's gonna wish for is more drinks. So if that occurs, then I'd be there to make the proper wish and get my mom back. Lady, make an insight check.
$16.
16. As he says that, his words ring true. That does sound like that's what his wish is going to be. But at the same time, as he mentioned his father maybe wasting the wish, that may have been a lie. Maybe they're after treasure as well, because all things considered, the Wishmaker's fortune grants the wish of anybody that makes it. So they've got 2 wishes. And perhaps the second wish that he has, maybe he's keeping that one close to the chest. But as he mentioned his mom and bringing her back, it did sound true. All right, if no one has...
I have one more.
Sorry, go ahead. Absolutely.
What kinds of things should we expect to encounter on this journey? What kinds of things are out at sea?
He has his head in his hand and he sighs. And he's... Have any of you been out at sea before? Any of you?
She and I have been
Merrick's
out,
gonna be
but
like,
not for long.
I have.
Do rowboats count?
Is anybody lying in this moment? Because if you're lying, I need a deception. But I think, Hadrian, you have traveled at sea. Merrick, you were on a coastal town. And I guess you've been in a rowboat, right, Lothric?
Yeah.
Alright, as this unsatisfactory answer is given, he looks at Lothric and he's... Oh, rowboats, eh? Well, I'm sure your skills will be very useful.
Yes, they look like big swans.
Now, I shan't be lying to you. I don't want to mislead. This journey, it's not going to be easy. We have a new lease on waters that we've not been allowed to explore before. The merfolk and, well, for lack of better terminology, the land goers have, well, relations have fallen ill between us and the merfolk. And usually there are, well, regulations stopping us from exploring their waters. And if we did go in there, the threat of a naval vessel hunting us down and, well, using their large cannons to destroy us, that'd be high. With the merfolk relations having, well, gone up in smoke, there's uncharted waters that be available. And the Wishmaker's fortune, it be in these uncharted waters. We've tried before these relations have fallen apart and been turned back each time. Twice we've tried.
I don't know where.
And twice we failed.
He
He looks at Gus. You think 12 crewmates dying is a big number? No. There be times where only me and my father, on pieces of driftwood, made it out. So I'm not gonna lie to you and sit here and tell you that there not be danger in those waters. Krakens, sirens, undead, ghostly ships, ship graveyards that stretch for miles. We've seen it all.
Oh.
And we fought it, and we've survived. So, how does the phrase go? Third time's the charm? Well, I think this be the charm, mateys. I wouldn't be wasting your time if I didn't think that we could make it. It's going to be dangerous. And frankly, you lot do not look prepared for what's to come. But if you're able to think fast on your feet and adapt to unfortunate situations, well, I think you'll survive. And if you're okay with being drenched in seawater 24/7. I mean, you will not spend another moment dry. And he looks at Passion specifically. I don't think it's going to be easy for you.
Certainly. Didn't expect it to be. Nothing worth such a heaviness as a miracle wish is ever easy, yes?
Indeed. Now, if we are to get to this fortune, my father's going to have to interview you. Will there be any more questions, or can I bring him over?
Yeah, let's talk about the important things. What are the accommodations like? He leans forward. I don't have to share rooms with anyone, do I? Or toilet?
The accommodations, they be great. You'll have a room to yourself, a bed to yourself, plenty of space. We've got a nice ship, although she be a bit damaged. Lothric, roll me an insight.
Yes. I'm not used to using the character sheet. 6! He's not very insightful. 6.
Hey, it sounds like you're gonna have a room to yourself, because that's what pilot do. So your time on those swan rowboats has taught you a lot, and the one thing that has taught you is that there's plenty of space. There's so much space on ships. Ships have so much space, and if the captain gets his own room, obviously someone like you, someone of your stature and your wisdom and age would definitely get a room to yourself. You're gonna have a whole room, a bed. You're not gonna be sleeping on lice-ridden bedrolls or anything like that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
Lothric's pleased. Well, it's settled then. He's kind of settles into his chair, happy. He sneezes really hard. He gives a stink eye over at Passion.
She'll rub the tip of her tail over his nose.
That's great.
He turns and he's hey, Buford, get over here now. Stop messing with her.
Holy shit, you call your dad by his first name?
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
My god. Yikes.
Yeah, nothing else has been a red flag, right?
As he's calling to his dad, if everybody wants to throw a perception check out, we're gonna call it a DC 50.
DC 50.
What does that mean?
No, it's a group. I'm sorry, a group perception check. Everybody, throw your perceptions out.
22.
Oh, okay, hang on.
God damn, that's fucking insane.
15.
11.
Perception. 15. I'm rolling.
Unless you both roll ones.
18.
I got a fucking 5.
18. Alright. As you guys are all looking at these fucking whack-ass pirates, you are with beating that group perception roll, you watch as the captain of the Lucky Lancaster is sitting there. He's got 3 empty tankards in front of him already, and as she sets another tankard down, he grabs her arm, like pulls her closer, and it's kind of like going to kiss, and she smacks him in the face, and he like is knocked back. His hat falls onto the floor, and he turns. He's I like my women with a bit of class, and he grabs the full tankard, bends over, spilling it some, picks up his hat, puts it back on, and fucking stumbles and sways that pirate Jack Sparrow sway over. Fucking sits down at the table, and Gus, give me a Dex save.
Dex.
Yes, a Dex save. So top left.
15. Oh,
15
top left.
as
16. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. As he sits down, he fucking falls into the chair. You hear a bit of wood underneath kind of crack, as he sits, and his fucking drink is swaying wildly, and it's flowing everywhere, but you are able to duck to the side and not get any of the alcohol on your clothes as he sets it in front of him, and he's, alright, now, it's time we get to know one another. Who wants to go first? And he looks at Lothric and he's, you!
Oh, no, please not me. I've got social anxiety.
Those words be too big to matter. Now, what be your reason for joining my crew? What can you provide for the ship? What kind of skills do you bring to the table? And what be your wish for the Wishmakers' fortune?
Well, how do you want to do this? Do you just want me to explain this?
This is a great time. If you want to maybe start with just what your class is and out of character, and then if you want to transition into an in-character response, he has asked specifically, he wants to know what kind of stuff you can bring to the table when it comes to being on this pirate ship, and what is your wish? That's in character that he has asked.
Alright, it's a little complicated. Let me... Okay, so... Do we describe what he looks like? I mean, he looks...
Yeah, if you want to go... We've all got our Hero Forge models, so I don't think you need to go into descriptions, but if you... Whatever you were thinking you'd want to tell the other characters right now, maybe out of character, okay. What's up with Lothric?
So, yeah, his name's Lothric. So Lothric is a high elf wizard necromancer. That's the magic of the undead, skeletons and things like that. Now, he is a couple hundred years old. He's pretty tall. He's very, looks like an elf. He's fair features. So Lothric is kind of an oddball, and he was employed by kind of a mage academy where he was doing research into necromancy. So this is kind of like a very, how do I describe this? Kind of taboo thing. It's a dirty job, but, somebody's got to do it. He's got a kind of a keen eye for it, and he's just kind of, was kind of unliked by his peers. But he was very good at necromancy, and he was getting, he kept getting caught doing things. Okay, Lothric, you can't go dig up corpses. Okay, Lothric, you can't do these experiments and, bring a rat back to life and let it go to see how it acts with the other. You can't do these things. But Lothric's story kind of unfolds and takes a turn where around the academy he's at, again, they're teaching students. He's not a teacher, but there's students and situation like that. Students started waking up and their hands were missing. Just their hands, both right and left hands. And it kind of became this big publicized thing where there's a hand snatcher on the loose. Somebody was going around stealing people's hands, and it was very mysterious. No one knows how it fucking happened. So everyone naturally thinks it's fucking Lothric. So he kind of got this moniker, Crazy Lothric. He got tried and accused by the authorities. They arrested him. There was a trial. It was the equivalent of this, Faerun's O.J. Simpson trial. He's very infamous. I don't know how to roleplay this in this setting now, but some of you may have even heard of this guy. He was all over the place. Crazy Lothric, the hand snatcher. Lothric, though, is adamant that he is not the hand snatcher, and he's been framed. And as he's sitting here, explaining it, I was going around desecrating people's corpses doesn't mean I was stealing the hands off of co-eds between the ages of 18 and 21 in blonde hair.
Fuck one goat,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not the hand snatcher. I never have snatched anyone's hands. I can't go anywhere without people accusing me of taking people's hands. I was kicked out of my college. All of my gold was taken. All of my experiments were destroyed, except for one, of course, Rinsley. He'll be joining us, by the way. And he just goes on, and the trial was just a kangaroo court. You all probably don't even know what a kangaroo is, you filthy little mortals, but it was a kangaroo court, I tell you. The glove that they found at the crime scene didn't even fit. I even put it on my mage hand. I said, this didn't fit. What would I even do with hands? If it were brain snatching or spinal cord fluid snatching, I could understand that. I can do necromancy things with that stuff, but not hands. It's useless to me. But that's what I've got going on. Oh, and I want to use that wish to catch the real hand snatcher and clear my name. And prove once and for all I've never snatched any hands, and would never snatch the hands off of young girls in the middle of the night for any reason. No matter how beautiful they are. Yes. Anyways, what's this cat person have? What do you have going on over here? And he sneezes. Let's divert the subject off of Lothric for a while.
As you finish up and try to divert the subject, the captain reaches into a pocket and he stabs a dagger onto the table right in front of you. And he leans forward and he goes, "If there's one thing I hate, it's a man who's been falsely accused of a crime that he didn't commit. Welcome to the crew."
Is he do? Thank you. Yes.
But then he also goes, "Now, I be asking the fucking questions, and I will say who goes next. You, furry creature that stole my belt. What can you bring to the table for my crew, and what be your wish?"
Alright, so Passion here is a Tabaxi arcane trickster rogue. She's got a few tricks up her sleeve, probably through dubious reasons. She's a very curious sort. She has a horrible tendency to trade extremely valuable items for something worth much less in return. As long as she can learn something new, it doesn't matter what she trades. She just constantly wants new things, new pieces of information. She has an insatiable curiosity. And typically the minute she is fully familiar with something, it completely loses every ounce of her interest in it she may have had even originally. She doesn't really know how to scale value with different things. Misplacing value in a bunch of different areas. But she's a bit of a sassy one, a bit coy, but perhaps through time she'll open up a bit. She leans forward on the table, interlacing her fingers, and looks coyly between the crew. "My name is Passion. My clan, not important. My full name, perhaps you'll have to get to know me better. But regardless, as you saw earlier," she unlocks one of her hands and wiggles her fingers a bit. "I have a bit of slyness under my sleeve. And I'm good with my hands, of course. Could work with a few different intricate projects. And as for my wish, I wish to see someone again."
"Well, what be stopping you from buying a carriage ticket and going and seeing them?" He leans forward. "What be your wish? Don't bullshit me."
Oh, it's not something I wish to speak of, but if it is that important, my husband is dead. I want to see him again. I wish him back.
As you say this, you don't have to roll. This resonates with him for obvious reasons, and he leaves the knife in front of Lothric, stabbed into the table, and he leans back and he nods at you and he's, "Aye. We all have people we be missing. Welcome to the crew. Alright, winged metal men, whatever you are. What kind what kind of skills do you bring to the crew, and what be your wish?
My name is Hadrian of House Vanderhorn. I'm from the Far East, and I'm capable of many things. I was trained as a paladin, so I'm good with my weapons. But ultimately, I don't want to be here. Whatever you need done, I can handle it. On us as a side note, this is not in character. My model has big fucking wings. They're like in regular day-to-day life, they're like tucked in as tight as they can be. Wyatt knows that because it's written in my character, but it's not reflected on my model, so I wanted to point that out.
I like how big your fucking wings are. It's like a good character trait.
In combat, they're like that, but in regular life, I keep them tucked as small as possible because I don't.
Yeah,
that's his. Looking at me.
That's his when he Divine Smite's wings.
Yeah,
come out.
That's the Divine Smite.
Gotcha.
Wings.
It's just kind of hard to do anything on Hero Forge with wings because they suck.
Gotcha.
They're weird. Yeah, they're
okay, I understand.
All right, he listens to that and he goes, "If you don't want to be here, then why be here?"
I have to accompany her. And I gesture at Lady.
He looks between the two of you, and let's see if he rolls good. Ooh. He looks between the two of you. His emerald green eyes, they shine in this dimly lit tavern as he leans forward, and he goes, "It ain't be love that's guiding your hand. Why do you follow her?"
I have orders.
Orders from who?
Someone
you ain't the
more
first
important
paladin.
than
You ain't the first paladin that's been on me crew. They bring nothing but trouble. They promise divine righteousness and healing, and instead they bring the wrath of scornful gods. I don't want none of that. Will your god be a problem for me?
As long as you don't get in her way, should be just fine.
He leans back. Well, you got a wish, or just following orders?
You said that you know paladins, so I assume you already know the answer to that question. The answer is no. I don't have a wish.
Evan, give me an insight check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, that was a 7. I thought that was a 1. My bad. That's 10. I got 10. 7 plus 3.
10. Alright, even on a 10, relatively low, you're not able to ascertain what's truly what he's thinking behind those green eyes, but you can tell that he don't like you. His disdain for odd creatures, elves, women, seems to have fallen to the wayside, is second to his disdain for you. As he glares, his son behind him, glaring as well, but not with nearly as much intensity. And then he turns to the lady, and he goes, "Same question. What kind of... yeah, you look complete. What kind of things can you bring to me crew? Can you lift crates? Can you do any kind of manual labor? And what be your wish?"
Charmed as ever. Kind of character, yeah. This is Lady. She is a tiefling bard. She comes from a Circus Curio, and accompanying me. He won't be very like pertinent to the story. He's just kind of with me. I have a pet turtle, Bartholomew. He just chills with me. And then I guess back in character, I can pick up a crate or two. I usually leave that to Hadrian, though. What I bring is entertainment and a really good time. I'm actually pretty good at healing as well, so maybe don't make me upset if you want to be patched up after a fight.
Healers do be good when I've had a bit of drink in me. And well, our last bard, the storm took her. It was not a pretty sight. Hence why I say no women. Yeah, if you're a package deal, the two of you, you may be more trouble than you're worth, but welcome to the crew. Now, we folk, what kind of skills do you provide, and what be your wish?
Right, so as you see, he's a small little guy, halfling, Gloomstalker, rogue, and next to my thing you see that there are two character models with different names. This is Merrick. When they were younger, their village got attacked by a kraken or sea creature with psiotic powers, and Phelan sacrificed himself, and the kraken has now forced Merrick and Phelan to share a body, which small little things can force Phelan out, or Phelan will try to protect his twin brother as much as they can, but they always have a sense of each other. But not back in character.
Hold on.
Okay.
To go more in depth with that, the Kraken, with its ancient eldritch, powers, its magical abilities that are ancient and beyond, time and humans and halflings itself, as it destroyed their town and consumed Phelan, the bond, the almost like psychic bond that twins share, intrigued this creature and has perhaps left a serious, psychic damage and, perhaps something more within Merrick. And as time goes on, perhaps we will see more of this. But Leighton, if you want to take back over with the what can you bring to the crew, and what be your wish?
Well, my name's Merrick. My middle name's Bright, and my last name's Wave, so I'm Merrick Brightwave. I grew up in a small fishing village called Brine Hollow, or Brine Willow. And I've spent multiple times on ships, and I've always been told I have really good eyes. As far as my wish, I don't know yet. I just want friends.
Is that a lie? Are you lying?
No.
In that moment?
Yes, he is.
All right, make a deception. Let's see what you get.
An 8.
An 8. As you say that last line, the captain just aye, it be friends that we're all after. Now, tell me the truth, or I'll cut you down where you sit. And these friends of yours won't stop me.
Merrick's gonna go. I mean, I lost everyone. My entire village, and the reason you've probably never heard of it is because it was destroyed. I want people to care about. I want people in my life that I can be brave like my brother and give everything. I want to bring him back.
As you speak truth, that you seek for camaraderie, the brotherly love that was shared and shattered, the captain looks like he's gonna laugh, like he didn't take it seriously at all. He's about to, spew some more hurtful words, but Barry puts a hand on his father's shoulder, and as his father looks back, Barry shakes his head as if to say, don't. And the captain, he goes, aye, that wish be proper enough. Seeing as you'll probably eat every bit of my food on the ship, as we folk do, I'm gonna expect plenty of labor from you, and like I said, you're gonna be getting in between the nooks and crannies. But welcome to the crew. Now, you be the only person that looked proper, the only one that actually seems like he knows his way around a deck. What can you bring to the ship, and what be your wish? I hear Brendan screaming. I think maybe his computer just turned off. Give me a second. Yeah,
Hey,
what's up?
It's things here.
You want to come say your spiel into my headset real quick before you...
Horrific issue
You
involving
notes?
skill.
Take a
Yeah,
package,
here.
let him get his thing.
Yeah, here. We can do a 5-minute break, everybody. Go to the bathroom, and we'll,
Perfect opportunity.
Alright, yeah, you go, you fix your thing, and we'll all, But yeah, good job with the introductions and everything, everybody. I've been thinking a while that this, kind of interview could be good for that. If anybody's still here while we're kind of out of character, is there anything else you want to say? Like, hey, I'm going to be ranged to DPS or anything like that?
I think with my character, I forgot to say, what my goal is out of this. So just for you guys to know, Lady wants to
what be your wish?
Yeah, Lady wants to be, the perfect entertainer. She can always, bring smiles to people's faces, and, no matter how bad of a day someone's having, she can, bring up their spirits, and she wants to be, just outstanding at any form of, entertainment, so, music and that kind of thing. So.
And, Rhea, is the turtle hidden, or is it out?
So on my character model, he's out.
I know, he's, just out and about, but is he, tucked into your pocket right now?
Usually he rides, and I have this little satchel at my waist. He's usually in there.
Okay, and he's kind of hidden right now, or is his little head poking out, or?
I would say his head's poking out.
Okay.
I didn't even notice the turtle at first. I'm not gonna lie.
Indeed, we've worked. It's a party of familiars, bro. Tony's got a familiar. Rhea's got her little turtle. Tony's got the actual find familiar spell, so Rhea's is flavor text and fun roleplay. But Tony and Joseph both have.
I don't have familiars. I have slaves. There's a difference.
Yeah.
It's man
The hand snatcher, dude.
I'm not the hand snatcher. Never snatched any hands.
A hand snatcher.
Oh dear.
And Brendan, guess what? Gus appeared at 10:50.
No way.
I was able to get your model in.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Yeah,
it was fucking 10:50. It was 10:50 when it popped up.
I am, bro.
I was like, really? I put that in at
I saw you swap it on. Yeah.
So
Hello?
I copied him, and I'll paste him everywhere we go because he is not on the other page.
Hello?
But we can hear you. Is everybody back?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
No. Oh my god.
What's wrong? We hear you, bro. What's
Why
wrong?
is he crying?
I can't fucking.
Oh. And oh?
Uh-oh.
Goodness.
Let's give him a minute. We're not in a hurry. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Evan's back yet.
Wyatt, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what's up, Joseph? It's locked, bro. What's up?
Is he talking to me or Brendan?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Joseph. What's up?
The Metal Gear Solid thing, the interjection things, I think would be
What?
these.
Sorry, what'd you say? The Metal Gear Solid thing?
This,
No,
they
I was
pop up
holding my pants
interjection, like we have in my campaign.
Oh yes,
Are you against this?
Yeah, I need those. No, get those. Get those. Get all of those.
If you want to say something while he's talking, we're gonna all have like one or two, and we put it on. Hold on, I'm trying to clone it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everybody has one, and if you want to talk, you just put it on the board. We have to change all their colors or write people's names on them or something, so Wyatt knows who's who. So this is something we do when I play with them. So we'll change. I'll try to change everybody's color
Of the base or of the thing itself?
I'll just put our names. Yeah, there you go, Leighton. That's good. Or whoever did that.
Yeah, that was me.
What's your character? I don't know what to put for yours. I'll just put both of them.
You just put either or.
Yeah, Myra. Okay. And that way we can. It's a good way to be able to speak up without interrupting Wyatt when he's talking. I think you're green. Let's see. I think Lady's green. I'm not sure. What color.
No. Lady is white.
White. Okay. Tony might be green. Yeah.
Tony is.
Oh, it says on the side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony's
Are we
always
matching our color? I thought we were
also,
matching
Joseph,
color.
if you've got like a stack of them, drop that shit, and I'm gonna copy and save them to objects, so I can update.
I'll make a few for
The
people
other
because
pages.
they're always gonna lose them. This is what's this guy's name? Hadrian something
Just Adrian.
Adrian.
like Adrian.
Adrian with an A.
Oh, you can change the color too.
This was Brendan.
Fucking
Yeah.
flipped me.
Gus. Okay.
Wait, so did you find out what Brendan was talking about?
Hey guys, I'm very sorry. My
No, his computer's messed up.
power cable was loose, and when I would shift my weight, it was turning the computer off.
Maybe that wouldn't be a problem if you had like furniture in your room and didn't sleep on the floor like a fucking.
Man, fuck
homeless
you.
guy.
Man, fuck you.
He sleeps
The
on
two
the
things
floor?
are completely.
Yes,
the
he
two
sleeps
things
on
are
the
completely
floor.
separate.
And I will never
I'm
stop
very
dogging on
comfortable
him
on the
for
floor.
it. I will never stop dogging
Very
on him
lives
for
comfortable
life.
on the floor.
He
I
lives
will-
life like Gus Silverman,
I will
bro.
never stop
He
dogging
buys a
him.
house but sleeps on the floor.
What in the
Correct.
fuck are you doing?
He seems to think that the
Okay,
two are like, mutually
This became a
exclusive.
Beyblade.
Hey, she's the one that's fucking
Tony got some big ass notes already, dude. Oh, dang.
So if you want to,
So I'm ready to go.
you might want to explain this to people why.
Is everybody good?
Yes.
Everybody here?
So yes. So in the time that Brennan was gone, Joseph has grabbed for everybody the exclamation point pointers. So in roleplay moments where either another person or the DM are kind of talking on and going on, if you guys have a moment that you want, like you have something to add, or you have a funny moment that could, like, you want to interject, throw this guy out. Because sometimes, it could be Captain Lancaster just finished this speech and then heads off to the bar, but you needed to talk to Captain Lancaster, and now he's at the bar and you've missed that moment, and now you're pissed. So if you have something where you want to mention something, throw that in, and then before I, as the DM, move on from anything, I will see that and I'll be like, oh, Gus wants to interject. What would you like to say? So obviously the natural flow of roleplay occurs. I will try my best to make sure that everybody has those moments, but I am not perfect, and so if we are moving on without you, we don't want you to miss anything, and we don't want you to miss a moment that you wanted to roleplay. So if you do have a moment,
That's
throw
great.
that out there, and that's like the, hey, that's my hands in the air,
Yeah.
Um,
Can I add to it real fast? It's not like
of course.
a Nazi rule either. Like if you just want to add something and you can butt in, do it. I mainly use it when I'm like reading like a monologue or something that's good for them to want to jump in, so I know that it's not like I mean I don't know how Wyatt will enforce it, but it's not like don't let it like get in the way. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Wyatt, if you
Yeah,
were talking, would you just, and we're all over here, would one of us just like kind of
Yeah,
just toss it,
yeah, you
like,
just
there.
bring that out. Yeah, bring that out without saying anything and set it down. And as I'm doing this roleplay spiel, like say I have like a surprise combat that's going to occur once this guy finishes his speech. If that was to happen, but you had like a funny line where you wanted to like fuck with him, but then all of a sudden fucking 8 pirates show up and start attacking. And then it's like, fuck, I missed my roleplay moment.
Flag on the play.
If I see that notification, it'll be like, okay, somebody wants to do this, so I'm not gonna immediately go into combat. We will see what they want to do. We will let them do it, and then we will move on. So that is a tool that you can use.
Oh wait, one second. I have a question for everyone.
Sure.
Is there any like TWs that we need to be aware of?
EWs?
Trigger warnings.
Trigger warnings.
That is a good question.
No.
I'm good.
No,
I'm also fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, better not be, because I made it pretty clear it's gonna be fucked up.
Well, I mean, with
I
this group of
assumed
people,
with Wyatt being the DM,
Yeah.
and the way that we've talked,
with this group of
This is
people,
gonna
I
be-
didn't expect.
Like no one's
anything,
like,
but it's still
yeah,
worth
it's not gonna be
asking.
like no one's gonna be spouting racial, like
You're-
actual racial slurs.
I mean,
But like,
not
there's
really
gonna be really
asking.
dark topics.
You're on the wrong
You know,
I mean, I'm gonna be spouting racial slurs in game.
For you, Brendan, this is gonna be one of those horror DM stories where I'm gonna like forcefully impregnate your character. Sorry, I've already decided.
Looking forward to it, Chief.
Sorry,
Looking
dude.
forward to it.
I just love
I'm
Gus
counting down the
Silverhorn.
days.
that's
Counting down
overrun
the
is
seconds.
pregnant.
All right,
Do I get bonus
but
points
if everybody,
for writing smut?
Roll a strength check for pregnancy.
roll a strength, see if you stop my self-insert from
Roll a
forcing himself on
dexterity
you.
acrobatics check for resisting me.
Why did I?
All right.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
If everybody is back, we are going to get back to it. Apologies
I
for the bit of the
apologize.
delay and such. But we stopped with Gus Silverhorn. He asked you what kind of skills you bring to the crew and what your wish is.
Out of character first, I am Gus Silverhorn. I am a chill man. I can't RP for shit, so I wanted to play a chill man who is just trying to go as hard as he can, and that is Gus Silverhorn. He's a human fighter, and he drinks a lot, and that's pretty much it. In character, before we go into what I bring to the table, why don't we talk about Passion over here? Passion, you know, I had a whore the other day named Passion. That's a crazy name. You know, I heard of a couple of courtesans over in the town over named that. That wouldn't be you, right?
It depends you've not heard of how tabaxi are named. That is fine. You fearless folk are quite stupid. Passion is not my full name. It is the shortened form of it. But to earn the right to hear such lavishness, I must trust you a little bit more, and at current I don't.
Oh, so your husband that you're trying to get back wasn't just the man that was in like a couple of days ago then, right?
Never a fearless folk.
And I'm on my second drink. I swing it over towards Hadrian. Hadrian, the paladin. You said you're good with weapons, and you don't want to be here. Protecting lady, but you're not in love? Orders, that's really fucking cryptic. You're just following orders? That's what the people who killed my wife said. Want to know my wish? I don't have one. Just here for the ride.
There's things in life that are bigger than you and I'm just following one of those.
Okay. It's hard to trust people when I can't trust their own desires.
The only thing you desire
At least
seems to be
we
beer.
have
Hey, at least I'm honest.
As these harsh words are shared, the captain seated next to you seems to be a bit irritated by the back and forth, and similar to what he did with Lothric, but this time with the pint, he slams it down in front of you and he's, there be no cut the back and forth. You don't all have to be friends on me crew, but you need to be manageable. I don't want either of you slitting each other's throat in the night. Now, I think I asked you a question. What be your skills that you bring to me crew, if you're here for the ride, as you say? And if you don't got a wish, well, then I don't believe you. Brennan, were you telling the truth when you said that you don't have a wish? If not, I'm gonna need a deception.
I currently don't have a wish. I'm along for the ride, and I look forward to seeing where this ride takes me.
Okay, and as he hears these words, he's, fine. At the very least, you'll be able to lift a crate or two, but...
Or 3.
You shan't be useful, besides that. There's only enough room for one drunkard on my ship. He lifts up the pint. And he turns back to everybody and he's... Alright. Now on to phase 2 of the interrogation. And as this is occurring, give us everybody roll perception. We're gonna have another group perception roll. This one's a bit higher.
Are group rolls something that is common? I don't think I encountered it in the little bit that I've played.
Not necessarily, but I like them. It's instead of if you guys are all together and you're trying to stealth, it's better to just do a group stealth instead of individual.
19.
And this is
I got 19 as well.
16.
Jeez, this was higher, but
23.
what, 16, 17, 23? Gotta do a little quick math.
20. Quick
Damn.
math.
Okay. Maybe I have to increase these rolls. I go off of 6 people, but goddamn. I go off of 6 people and base it off of that, but goddamn. As this interview is occurring and he begins to talk about phase 2, the tavern goers all begin to spill out. Slowly over time, each one takes their leave. The night goes on, and the tavern becomes empty. Now, it is late, but completely empty is a bit suspicious. And the son is watching the door, watching the windows, and as his father begins to talk about phase 2 of the interrogation, he's kind of tapping his shoulder and he's, Dad, it's time to go. That was the wrong voice. It's, Dad, it's time to go. And the tavern being fully empty, who's got good eyes? Passion. You've got the eyes of a cat-like eyes. Give me a perception. Just a soul perception.
Perception! Nat 20.
Nat 20.
So that's 22.
The remaining...
Wasted them.
The remaining patrons in the tavern look nervous. They are ducked behind the bar, kind of. The bard is kind of in the corner. He's seated, but they are watching you guys like a hawk, and they look nervous.
Passion, kind of noticing this, she'll at the most noticeable people staring at them, she'll coyly raise her arm and do a little coy wave at them, wiggling her fingers back and forth.
As you do that, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just noticed how furry her hands were.
As you do that, The captain stands up and he's, fine. It's not like I like this fucking town anyways. And he has got about a half tankard full left. And Lothric and Passion, I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws. And this is a hard one.
Oh, that's a 10, so.
It's a 10.
23.
23.
He's very
when you were out on that swan boat, water came at you and you dodged it like a motherfucker. So you've got a keen sense when water's coming your way, and you are able to dive out of the chair, leaving this square and going to this square, as Captain Lancaster takes the remaining part of his, pint of ale and fucking throws it, chucks it, the water specifically, the ale, towards the two of you, specifically aiming for Passion since she stole his belt, but obviously Lothric was in the way. Passion, maybe because Lothric was in the way, you weren't able to see what was coming, so as you watch Lothric duck to the side and see a bunch of ale flying towards you, and it hits you, it coats your fur with that sticky, nasty, bread yeast smell, and you are coated with ale, which gives off an odor. As the captain chuckles and tosses the pint to the floor, do you guys do anything?
Laugh.
Well, you fearless folk, you don't quite have to clean up this mess, but look at me, I'm all sticky now. Such close-minded individuals. She wiggles her fingers at everybody at the table.
It's gonna be like, hey, who threw that?
The captain laughs and begins to take his leave. Barry going first. And they get about here as the doors to the tavern burst open with a group of guards. I know, shocker. Nobody was expecting it. A group of guards step foot into the tavern, captain of the guard taking the lead, and he looks at the duo and then at the party seated over there, and he begins with, "Did you honestly think that you could come to our port again? We banned you! We banned you twice! And you land here again? Barry, you and your Lancasters are done! We've got you trapped! The place is surrounded! You," and he points to the only remaining people in the tavern, "and your pirates are all under arrest!" And in that moment, does anybody do anything as these fucking guards show up?
I'm gonna slam the rest of my second drink.
Merrick's gonna waddle over and be like, "Hey,
I'll...
stop that! We're just friends here." Sorry, what were you gonna say, Tony?
No, you're fine. I'll cast a minor illusion, a sound behind the guard there, and make it sound like someone screaming, "Guards! Guards! Come quick!"
Alright. As you look out you're gonna have to move here, which is fine in this moment, as things are occurring, to get line of sight outside, and it'll be casted kind of over in this direction. As you cast that, I'm gonna make some... That's not... Okay. The captain of the guard is unmoving. The second guard is unmoving. The third guard turns and is like, "Oi, fellas, there's someone that's in trouble." And this guard grabs him and goes, "We don't give a shite about that. We've got to handle these pirates." And holds him in place as the 3 guards seem unaffected by those actions. In this moment, we are not in initiative. Barry steps forward, and as the guards approach, their weapons are raised, but they're not attacking. It's more so that they want to arrest everybody. And Barry raises his hands and looks to be surrendering. As he steps forward, he's, you got me, Duncan. Well, we just love this beautiful town so much. And the guard is, I don't care about you liking the town. You must like the town a lot because you've robbed the Duke damn near 2 times. You're gonna hang for this, Barry. We tried. And Barry pulls a small glass vial out of his pocket. The vial seems to be just water in it, seawater, as he uncorks it and casts Tidal Wave at the 3 guards. In a flash, you watch as the tavern, where his fingers are, water fills the area and pushes the guards back. This whole area just fills with water suddenly, and the guards are knocked back and pushed to a prone condition as Barry turns and he, alrighty, looks like we've got a bit of a problem. You lot, sneak your way through the town and make it to the ship. Well, me and my dad create a diversion. Don't kill any of these guards. We've got enough trouble as is. Just make it to the ship.
Like 40 hours.
And with
that,
get
acquainted with the characters.
These 2 move here, leaving you guys an opening.
You
are not in initiative. You are not in combat. But these guards have shown up.
Watching this later.
They have threatened that there are guards outside waiting.
He might be watching this. He watched it last
but they
time.
have been knocked out of the way. And as moments go by, no one has come to assist them.
Or something when he's bored.
But that is all that you know right now. So what do you do?
No, that's Brendan.
I think Merrick's gonna look at the rest of the group, guess.
Brendan's a player.
I guess we're hired. Let's go! And start moving towards the door.
He's in charge of the whole
party. So, we better get out of here. This is how it starts. 1 second you're having problems with the guards, the next second you're accused of hand snatching. Let's go. And he's gonna run after the halfling, the halfling. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, they're goated.
Is there anything I can roll to see if he was lying about guards being outside?
He's the DM.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can roll. So you were far away and you don't know the guy. So you can roll me a insight at disadvantage to see if you believe if maybe he was lying about what he said, or if you want to move to a window and look out a window, you can roll me a perception, just a flat perception, to see if you see any other guards.
How do you roll a disadvantage?
You roll twice, you take the lower of the 2.
I see. Okay.
So there are windows at each table. If you see these marks, these are kind of like windows.
Can I just look from like right here?
Sure, absolutely. And roll a perception, just a flat perception.
17.
As you look out the window, it's a bit dark, but you can still see. You don't see immediately outside of the tavern any other heavy guard presence. Now, this is not a huge town, but it is a wealthy enough town. The buildings are they look not crazy affluent, but well off. There's definitely more than 3 guards to the whole town. But as you look out the window, you don't see anything out of the ordinary immediately.
Why I don't know if it's immediately relevant or if you're taking it into account, but I'm pretty sure she and I both have dark sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so does
I also have
Leighton's character. Yeah. And I think Tony's.
Lothric does. He's an elf.
Okay, so we all fucking have
mind.
dark.
We all got
Never mind,
dark
we
side.
all
For
have dark.
the little human. The human doesn't.
Gus doesn't
The
have dark.
basic bitch.
No.
I'll hold
Okay.
your head, Gus. Don't worry.
And then I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, do we want to go out the front door? It doesn't look like anyone's out there, but let's try not to get in the way of them fighting.
Why in
Yes,
the blazes
so-
are we debating this? Let's go.
If it wasn't before we do move on, if you look here, this is a back door. There is a back door through the kitchen that you can see, but this is a back door. You guys all came through the front, but there is a back door there, and it all just depends on where you're wanting to go and if these guards saved on getting pushed back, which they did not, so it's fine. And they're prone. You're not gonna get off attacks if you run past. So if you guys want to go through the front, you can. But it's your call. Debate amongst yourselves and figure it out.
Passion's gonna shrug her shoulders, seeing the scene unfold before her, and she's gonna try and go out the window. She doesn't want to get her feet wet.
All right, roll me a I guess a flat strength check. See if you can shatter this window with Are you just punching it? Or are you
Is there a way to open the window?
Yeah, there would be a way. The windows look easy enough to open. It seems like maybe on the cooler nights that they could open the windows to let in the cool air. So if you want to roll me a flat dexterity or a flat strength.
I did a dex, and that's a 18.
Understood. So as you nimbly use your clawed fingers to turn the simple lock on the window, you are able to get grip. You lift the window up, and the window is open. And do you want to step through?
Lady had said there was nobody outside, correct? From what she
Yeah.
saw.
On a relatively high perception, she did not see anybody outside. So there's probably more guards, but not necessarily immediately outside.
Okay, I'll gingerly step out the window, and then I'll go over to this side on the right of Passion, and just kind of peer around the corner, see if there's anybody around.
Absolutely. As you open the window without damaging it, causing no trouble, you are able to move to here. You peek your little head out, and roll me a perception check.
To 17.
17. As you look out there, you see one guard, perhaps more, standing at the back entrance.
Alright, well, with that information, Passion will go back towards the window and look towards her team and motion with her hands to come out this way.
Alright, is everybody heading out of the tavern? What is going on?
I will go out the
I'm
front
following
door,
Adrian.
but
Yeah, I think
I'm
Merrick's
picking
still
my
gonna
wings
go
up as
front.
high as they can be because I don't like the water either.
Alright, what is the marching order? Who's going first?
I'm following behind Hadrian, the big guy.
I think
Evan
Merrick
is
was
first.
still in the front.
I'll follow the cat that's back.
Rhea, are you
I'm
going
gonna
through the
follow
window?
Yeah, I'm going
Oh,
out the
no,
window.
I
Can
was
I do
going
like
through
a
the front
sick
door.
flip when I come out the window?
Alright, so I'm going to quickly copy
I will.
all of
I'll
these
help you out.
little bastards. And we are going to move to a different table. I apologize, these cool exclamation points that have been made will not be on the next table because I have not saved them, but I have saved the object, and I will
Oh dear.
update everything with the exclamation points because I also have to update them with Gus, so it's fine. But if you guys could all blindfold for a moment
Winky.
as we are leaving the tavern behind
Blindfold.
and moving into the All right.
As Passion meets with the rest of her group, she'll motion towards the side of the tavern she was on. Let up guards over that way. So, do with that information what you will.
All right. You guys can unblindfold as you head into the damply lit market part of the town. This leads directly. The tavern is kind of at the end of the street. Once you leave it, you arrive at this kind of market, and it is, it's relatively. It's not like crazy dark out. You can still see fine. Gus, I guess. As you guys are moving along, you are kind of in an alley. As I was saying previously, this town does seem, well off enough. The houses are, weathered and kind of beaten, but they're made of stone. They're stone houses. They're not thatched. They're not, wood. They are stone, and that stone has been worn down by the seawater hitting it, but it stands. And stone usually means kind of an affluent town. As you guys continue along, it's going to be hard, but if you guys would like to do a stealth to try and hide from these two guards, I didn't mean for there. Maybe pretend like there's a bit more space between you guys than them. But again, their weapons are not raised. They look like they're kind of just like chilling, kind of leaning against their axes.
I think my stealth is abysmal dog shit, but I can try.
Will we have any time to make like a plot plan to get out of here, or is it just like happening?
Absolutely. So this is unfortunately, because of the way that the map is, it kind of looks like the second you get out of the tavern, you're right in front of guards. These guards are still a good 30 feet away. You guys have moved from the tavern and kind of paused in the middle of this alleyway, this walkway. And if you guys would like to discuss a plan, absolutely go for it. You are not in initiative. There is nobody immediately chasing you out of the tavern. It seems that those other guards are having their hands full with the Lancasters.
Do we know where the dock is in relation to this map? In which way we would need to take?
Yes. So, if you could roll me a perception check, it's not a hard one. Like I said, you guys did see the Lancaster.
That's a natural 20 for a 28.
Ooh.
All right, with a nat 20, you are able to see the waters in the horizon, and if you'll follow the black arrow, where the blue squares are, represents the path that will lead to the water. The other squares, on the left and on the right, they don't necessarily lead to death or anything, but they also don't immediately lead you to the docks. So there are other ways that you can go, but the docks, the most direct way to the docks is labeled that. But like I said, there are other directions. You don't have to necessarily take the most direct way.
Alright.
Lothric kind of gestures. I have an idea. I need the tiefling and the Aasimar.
What do you got?
What's up?
Aasimar, stretch your wings out. Make a screen for us. And you, I will need you. You mentioned you are a performer. I will need your performance skills. And I look around at everybody. Don't freak out. But I am going to summon a creature of death. And I will command him to run around the town and freak out and scare everyone while we make our escape. And you will go running down on Point the Lady. Just go up to those guards and start panicking and, oh, there's a monster over there. And you, Aasimar, you will have to keep your wings spread just a moment while I summon him. Does anyone have an objection?
No objections here.
Alright. Where's the model at? Alright, so yeah, Lothric begins to do all this magic, this like kind of minty green magic. There he is. And you see him like on the ground, this big hulking, it's bigger than everybody here, kind of lending credence to why he wanted that Hadrian to block the view. And this big ogre thing, skeleton appears and kind of stands there. It's like, Rensley, we are in need of your assistance. He starts giving this thing, like, instructions. Like, run around, like, scare old women. What do you mean you don't feel like it? What else do you have going on? Obey my command, Rensley. He kind of looks around embarrassed. Alright, he's ready. Don't be afraid of him. This thing turns to you.
Can I roll a perception check to see if he has both of his hands?
Well, he don't need a perception. He clearly, yeah. It's clearly some kind of ogre or orc. It's kind of indeterminate race, but it's very big. It's just
Can I try to go up to him and just pat his head?
He just makes us high, like, kill me. Don't listen to him. He's not. Go ahead.
As you approach this necromancy, this necrotic creature, what's Turtle's name?
Bartholomew?
Bartholomew. He can smell the death, and as his head is poking out, he looks and sees this creature that you're approaching, and his little turtle head ducks into his shell, and you feel him kind of skitter and move a little bit in your pack as you go to this gigantic monster.
Oh, Bartholomew, it's okay. He's a friend. He's a friend.
Hold on. Time out. You have he just forgets everything happening. You have a turtle? Oh.
Yes.
I
He's
love
my best
turtles.
friend.
They are delicious.
Stay away from my turtle, you freak!
Wow. Oh, it's a pet turtle.
And I start just backing up from him.
You go up to those guards and freak the fuck out. Go. And then Rensley. Chase her, Rensley.
Okay. I run up to the guards. Guard!
Ray, I don't think your mic is catching any of it.
I think you cut out. What was it? I heard guards.
Yeah, that's all we got. She's in her dorm room, so she probably can't make too much noise.
Yeah, I can't be super loud. But I'm screaming like, "There's a monster! There's a monster! Help!"
As you approach these two guards, the one on the right, he perks up first, and he's halt there, miss. We've been told that we are not supposed to let anybody through this passage because all of the tavern folk and the proper folk have been evacuated from the tavern, and if anybody comes this way, they are a pirate that is they are to be considered criminals and arrested or killed on the spot.
The guard.
So I think you're under arrest.
No. Okay. You seem like a very, very intelligent man, and you are clearly very handsome as well. I'm sure you were such a capable guard. There is a monster behind me. I really need your help. I'm a helpless woman, and I need you to help me. Look behind me, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna have guard.
Which guard are you speaking to? The one on the left or the one that was speaking on the right?
Which one's
the one on the right?
This one.
So as you're talking to the one on the right, the one on the left is, oh, what? He's not. I'm more attractive than him. This is some bullshit. And he will spot the monster, and he'll be like, oh, holy fuck! What the fuck? There's a monster!
Wyatt, hold on. Rensley, you hear Lothric, you guys like, okay, Rensley, sell it. Like the improv classes we took, and you see he runs up to the lady and just stops for like a second, and then like looks at her and he grabs her by the shoulders and starts like, he doesn't hurt her, but he's like starts shaking her like, oh! Like, and you're like, he's just shaking her basically, like like it looks like he's trying to strangle her, but he's not hurting her. It's acting.
Holy shit! You can stay here. I'm gonna go get the other guard. As this guy begins to leave, this guy kind of turns to, what do you mean I gotta stay here and fight the monster? Fuck, they're supposed to be pirates. As in this moment, he is gonna step forward and maybe try and, he's raising his weapon to fight Rensley. The other guard is kind of fleeing to go get more. In this moment, is anybody else doing anything?
How close is he to me and Rensley?
This guy or the other one?
This guy.
I mean, he's 5 feet. He's right next to you. He's gonna.
Okay. Am I in a position where like?
Disintegrate him.
Well, no, I was gonna say if Rensley's currently like picking me up and like kind of shaking me around, right? Am I in a position where I can just kick him in the face?
We will let Joseph answer that. Joseph, you said Rensley is kind of holding her, but like not really, right?
It's clear he's acting. It's like a
stage. So
performance.
you've absolutely got free movement right now,
okay.
Rhea. So if you want to kick him in the face, go for it. That would be probably an unarmed strike.
I can't really do an unarmed. I have because remember I have -1 strength, so an unarmed strike doesn't work because this gives me a 0.
Okay. Then roll a just a flat D. Do a D20 and minus. What would -1 be? I guess -1 from it.
Okay, I rolled an 11, so -1 10.
So as you whip around and kind of cartoonishly, hit him with the hee-yah with your hooved kick, it flatly bounces. It hits his chainmail and does nothing. And he looks down at you and he's like, "Oh, what? Now you're attacking me? This is the work of pirates." As attacking the guard is definitely going to aggravate them. So we are going to. The rest of you are not in initiative. You have not been revealed. I know we're kind of dealing with a small map. If any of you step forward to where Merrick is standing, where I've moved him, you will be in initiative. So if you move any closer, then you will be in initiative. But we are going to roll initiative for Rensley and Lady.
You got to do Lothric. Lothric is technically controlling him, so I have.
Can I get in there?
Okay, then yeah, roll.
Can I get in
roll
there?
for that?
I think
Eric's also just gonna step forward when all this.
I got a 9.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
I wanna
Doing
get
shit.
up there.
I'm gonna sit over on a bench over here and watch this unfold.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 19, surprisingly.
I took a step forward.
I rolled a fucking.
Yeah,
one.
if you guys all want to go into combat, then yeah, roll for initiative.
Probably
I got a
a good
7.
idea.
You rolled
Eric got a
7.
21.
Okay, Merrick got a 21.
Damn.
Merrick's gonna go before the guard.
I kind of wish
And
the
you
7 and the 1 on the dice looked a little bit more distinct. They look very.
All right.
Yeah.
So what else do we have? What was Rhea? What was your roll, please?
9.
9. Okay, so you will be going before Hadrian. Who's next? Tony, Gus, whoever.
Not rolling.
I've got my. I'll go ahead and roll initiative.
If you want to stay out of combat, hey. If you are not stepping forward and you would prefer to remain hidden and out of combat, absolutely do that.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer to stay in the back lines for now.
So you are remaining out of combat right now. Same with little baby. What the fuck, little baby Gus, tiny little fella.
Little guy.
So Gus,
I don't know
Gus
why
is,
my fucking guy is so small.
you can increase and decrease his size with plus and minus on the keyboard to your leisure.
Really? Okay.
Rensley's very
Oh my
big.
God.
Make him bigger. He's like the.
So Gus is gonna kind of. There's not a seat, but you can absolutely like sit against the wall or lean against a wall or something like that if you would like, Brennan. As you are watching this unfold, and Passion, you are remaining out of combat. In this moment, is there anything that you want to do before we get to the combat?
All I'd like to do, I guess, I like maybe cast like a minor illusion behind the guard, a scream like monster. Maybe try to stir some panic.
they 11. So as you create a minor illusion right about here behind this guy, he like turns and he goes, "Yeah, I know there's a monster. That's why go get the other guard." And this guard turns. I'm going right now. As unfortunately, the distraction does not seem to work on the guard that is about to get his fucking
I guess
shit
there's
rocked.
no nearby townsfolk that heard that.
Oh, you want okay? If you were wanting to alert the townsfolk, yes, I see. Let me roll some more. We can absolutely do the ones that are on the street. In fact, I probably needed to. Okay, that guy's oblivious. Okay, the gentleman here, he hears your cry and he sees the guard coming and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he will turn and begin to flee. The old man, however, maybe he is deaf and blind in one ear and one eye. He doesn't fucking hear shit and just remains standing. Now, I want to make it clear, it is the kind of the evening, the end of day, and very much the town is not very populated. What you see is what is there. There is a small group. There's a couple on this street, and then there's a small group that is over in the corner. However, before we do get into the combat, I will go ahead. You don't need to roll. I will inform you of the other directions. So obviously, we already talked about the water that leads to the ocean. On the left, here, this leads deeper into town. So this is more so into the town, where there are more houses, more businesses, and most likely more guards. The right leads into the countryside. A farmhouse sits in the distance on a darkly lit hill, but it also doesn't, both of those don't lead to the ship necessarily immediately. So those are those other directions.
Is that something Eric would have gotten with the nat 20 perception?
Yes, absolutely. So that is free information for the party. Merrick, with that nat 20, you definitely know that the left is probably not the way to go. Deeper into town, more guards, more pedestrians, further away from the ship. But you all know of the different locations, because you can see them past the houses. And with that, Joseph, what did you roll? You rolled below a 7?
Yeah, 5, I believe. I'm the
okay.
last. Yeah.
All right. We will let as Merrick does his turn. I'm gonna go piss, but I can hear you.
I also have to pee.
Yep. Same. Wow.
Yeah, quick piss break.
We're
quick
all
piss
on
break.
the same.
Quick
bladders
piss
are
break.
tuned in tune.
I'm sure that Captain Lancaster won't punish the group for the actions of the few. If you kill a guard, he won't go. Yeah, it was probably the furry who did it.
It was the furry. It was the furry.
Is the music okay? Why is it too much?
No, it's pretty solid. My Discord is bugging the fuck out, so I cannot open it.
Gotcha.
On my
it's
computer.
on right. The jockey music. It's playing the jockey.
Yeah,
music.
it's playing right now.
Oh, I've got it fully turned down. I turned it down because I was like, I need to focus on everything. So I'm not sure which track is playing right now, but I trust your judgment, dude.
All right. It's literally just called Chase. It's about running through streets, so I thought it was appropriate.
That sounds good.
I have it set
is
to
everybody
like
back?
45 and it's fine.
I am.
We missing Evan, I think?
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Before we do any further, it is 12 o'clock. This is a pretty good stopping point. I don't know if we are wanting to stop, but it is 12 o'clock. That's usually the cutoff. I can definitely not go till 3 because I do have work tomorrow. But if we want to keep going, I can. So
I'm chilling,
I'm down to
but that's up to
Yeah, I'm
everybody else.
good. Yeah, I'm good either way.
I can go a bit longer.
you good to go, Tony? You good? All right. Because this is a good stopping point. We can stop. Okay. All right. Is everybody back? Evan, Brent, are you back?
I'm here.
Okay. Then as combat begins, Passion and Gus, you are not in combat. What is there anything you are wanting to do in this moment before we start to turn over? In fact, I'll just
continue to drink my ale.
I will put you guys here, so you're not in combat, but that's like when you can do stuff.
A little bit of alcohol.
Passion kind of glances at Gus very briefly and then like starts to investigate the like walls and stuff around her, like behind this wall here and then the wall behind Gus. Is that just an investigation, Wyatt?
Yeah, you can. I will just flat out tell you there is a cobblestone wall with a small window that is kind of high up. Perhaps it's the window you would open after using the restroom. And then to the left of, well, I can't say left. Behind, kind of, it's hard to describe. But like back in this direction, there is a door that would lead into this kind of warehouse-looking building. But if you want to roll an investigation, I guess to see if the door is locked or like metal or.
What I would like to do, how high up is the window?
So the window is, if you like hold your hands up, you can grab the ledge of the window. But again, it's relatively small. Think the one in Danganronpa, but lower to the ground.
I would like to take a glance through it first. See what's inside.
Sure. Easy. Roll me a acrobatics. Easy to beat.
Oh, that's a 6. So.
Well, it wasn't hard to beat, but maybe you're not going to get much information. You hop. It's hard to fail a hop. It's a DC 5 to hop. So you hop and are able to look into the window, but unfortunately it's kind of dark in there, and with it being dark outside, you're not able to see anything that's inside. But you do hop, you see that there is a room on the other side.
Okay. She'll hop back down, saunter past Gus. I'm going to go take a trip to there. See you later. And she'll start heading casually towards the door.
Alright, if you're wanting to open the door, we will do a sleight of hand to unlock that door. And then that will be all that you'll move in. If you make the door open, you can move inside, but that will be all we do for your actions before we move on to the combat.
Yeah, I'll like get it open and not quite open the door yet. Just get it like unlocked.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand. See if you crack the.
That is a 27.
Holy, was that a nat 20?
There's a 19 plus 8.
Okay. Your cat-like fingers are able to do exactly what you would expect cat-like fingers to do. You use your long claws to slide them seamlessly into the lock, and almost immediately you hear a click, and you are able to peek the door open.
Sick.
Alright, and we will call that for Passion. She's not in combat, but that's kind of the stuff she can do in that time. Gus, you continue to just take a sip. Maybe you kind of glance at her as she unlocks the door. She gives maybe a playful smirk or a wave as the door opens. And that leaves you two out of combat and maybe with a new potential way of going. But we will go to the combat with Merrick.
Merrick's gonna shoot his crossbow at the guardsman that is in front of Lady.
Alright, roll.
Does an 11 hit?
Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit. As your heavy crossbow, you take a shot and it is unable to pierce his chainmail. The arrow snaps in half as he is kind of like, shoulder knocked back, but it does not do any damage. And he looks and these pirates are working with these pirates working with devils and crazy monsters. Is there anything else you want to do?
Merrick's gonna go, it wasn't me! And then, that's it.
Alright, that is the guard's turn. They are going to... Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure the dash action doubles movement, right? I'm not retarded. Yeah. He's going to double his movement and go off screen deeper into the city. And as he flees, he is yelling, "Guards! Guards! It happened! The pirates are here! They've got monsters!" And let me... This old man, that's a nat 1. This old man is none the wiser as the guard runs past, telling everybody to flee. This guard, who kinda unfortunately has to hold his ground and, toe the line, let me roll for him. Another nat 1. That's 2 nat 1s in a row. He is absolutely discombobulated as this large group has shown up with a giant monster as he tries to take a swing at you, lady. But he swings widely and actually smashes his axe into the wall of this building. It clangs against the stone, and he is unable to do anything as he remains there and looks quite terrified. And that will be their turns.
Okay.
So, lady, you're up.
Yeah, I have a question.
What's your question, soldier?
What's your question?
If I use the command spell halt, the spell command, and then from there I use the halt command, would it be possible for us to disengage and just make a run for the ship?
Sorry, go ahead, Joseph. What were you wanting to say?
That's a really good idea. That's actually exactly what I was going to do, but I would suggest what you want is grovel. Because halt, if he's running, grovel would make him stop, but grovel would make him fall on the ground and beg, so he can't attack us.
Okay.
I want him groveling on it.
Can I do that? Can I do the command?
Yeah. So, you are wanting to cast command on the guy that is in front of you. I don't think it's at disadvantage, even though he's in. Is it a disadvantage or no?
No. No.
Because I think it's just, you just, like, it's instantaneous.
Memento.
Alright, so I'm going to, yours is a 14, right?
Yes.
He rolled an 8. So, what are you wanting to say to him? Grovel?
Yeah.
Alright, any flavor text to go with it? You know, grovel at my boot, worm, or something like that?
Just get on the ground.
Stay away from my arrival.
He looks absolutely terrified, and you... It's good that you used it, but on God, he may have listened to you without using it. As he fucking falls to the ground, not in the fetal position, but kind of on all fours, and he's, "Oh, please don't kill me," and is immobiled.
I guess I'll turn back to the rest of the group and just say, we want to make a run for it, or?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
With the only combat individual that is still up, immobilized, I'm not gonna. We will keep the initiative turn order up, but I'm gonna say that you guys are not in initiative because it would just be boring as fuck.
This
Going,
card's
I'm gonna dash.
The card breaks out next turn, though, right?
I think he has to roll a wisdom save.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's only one turn. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will give you guys as a group a bit of time. You don't all have to roll dash. You don't have to be like, all right, I'm gonna use my turn to dash 60 feet. If you guys would like to move or do something else, while this guy is incapacitated, because the other guy, I don't mean to leave. He's off the map. He is gone into the other part. He got to he had 60 feet and he got there. So if you guys would like to make your way somewhere, you guys can do that in this moment.
Is that like is it possible?
Which way do we take? What were you gonna ask?
What were you saying, Evan?
I was gonna ask. I know he's immobilized technically for one turn. Could I use a I don't know if you do checks outside of.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, it cut off. You do what outside of?
Can you do checks in combat? Could I do an intimidation just to get him to stand down in general? So that even after
absolutely, yeah. I'm always gonna. I fuck with that kind of creativity. So as you guys are moving along, Rensley stepping forward next to this guy, he is still groveling on the ground as you approach and maybe, do the slab squat next to him. What do you say?
Guard, this job isn't worth dying for. You stay quiet, and you'll live.
Alright, and roll me an intimidation at advantage.
Okay, so that's roll twice and take the higher?
Yeah, roll twice, take bigger.
Okay.
Seeing as he is surrounded and absolutely fucked.
Oh god, I roll a 1.
Oh, what's the other one?
5 and 17.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me about the 5. As you say that, those words ring true, and he, kind of between stifled cries, is, I'm not moving from this spot, not till the dawn. I didn't see any pirates. I don't know anything about any pirates. And he looks at Rensley's necrotic toes that are, oozing pus and decay, and or anything about monsters either.
Good.
As that guy will remain in that spot.
Are we
giving you guys time to
are we technically out of
flee?
Combat now?
You are out of combat.
So he's intimidated into submission, is what you're saying.
He is intimidated into submission. So once the command action ends, he will remain in place and is no longer a threat. However, I wouldn't dilly-dally. The other guy got away and is going deeper into town to probably get more guards, if I was a betting man.
There's a guard over here, too.
So, and
which way did he go?
Where did he go?
I think he went down this way.
He went this way. Left led into the town. Right leads into the farmland, and boat is the boat.
Alright.
However, there are more guards about.
Alright. I'm gonna shake my
This
fist at
guy
Rensley.
has fled. This guy has fled. He's gone. The old
Alright.
man is retarded. He's still standing there. He's just
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what we needed to have happen. I'm gonna shake my fist at Rensley there. Rensley, you fool! You've accomplished nothing! Go find an elderly person and harass them. Get the guards' attention. And Rensley, I'm gonna have Rensley go at, like, I don't want him to kill this old man, but just start, like, roughing him up.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Grab him
yeah.
and shaking him and...
So as Rensley approaches this old man, he holds up a piece of parchment and he's my petition for equal rights for all races.
Rensley's gonna
sign
take it,
my
like,
petition
he's gonna, like,
and
start to read it, and Lothric's like, "Don't read that! Kill or harass him now, you fool!"
Right, Rensley, rips up the petition and starts kind of poking him. He's like poking him in the side and
no, shake him,
giving him a wet willy, giving him a shake. All right, we are.
Can I have him grapple him like?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, he didn't roll one. If he rolled a nat 1 on this con save, he was gonna have a heart attack and die, but he didn't, so it's fine.
Oh god.
So he is alive, and he's grappled, and he is kind of can't even tell that this is like a dead person that's grabbing him. He's still just oh god, you ruffians, always attacking me when I bring out my petitions.
All right.
I don't care. I want equal rights for everyone.
Rensley's not selling it. We need to light things on fire. Can I firebolt one of these tents?
Absolutely. So these tents are definitely flammable. I mean, you can see they have put this layer of hay is for the water. It kind of makes a stable ground when the water comes in. So it's kind of waterlogged. So the hay is not going to catch fire. However, these tents are not. So if you fucking flick a firebolt at any of these tents, they will catch fire, 100%. And it could spread to the other ones.
Yeah, fell fire, so it's like this gnarly necrotic green fire, and he hits it. Yes.
All right, the tent goes up in flames before, obviously, it gets the eyes of everybody. Before they start to do anything, Tony and Gus. Passion, you have kind of slipped unseen into this side building, or you've opened it and kind of peeked your head in. And Gus, you are kind of still in the back line.
Oh yeah.
Now that the team has moved up and a person groveling on the ground is all that's been left. What do you guys do?
Passion, kind of hearing the commotion to her left. She still, she pays it like one glance and then looks back at the door and opens it and starts to take a look around the room.
All right.
Just like a quick glance, not opening the door too far. See if
roll me an investigation.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
So as you open the door to kind of peek inside, it seems that this door is not usually opened because a broom was leaning against it, and the broom falls to the ground. It clatters to the ground with a loud noise. If there was anybody inside, they would definitely have been alerted. However, seeing as it is EOD and kind of turning to nighttime, no one comes to the sound, and perhaps the building is empty. But on a nat 1, it's even with those cat-like eyes, the darkness is ever encroaching, and you're not able to pick up any like shiny valuables that you see. But it does look like it's a warehouse that is empty.
Well, I guess with that, she's gonna still, like, even though she knows she made noise, her confident, curious nature just pulls her forward regardless, and she's just gonna start trying to walk through the warehouse and snooping around. She'll try and be stealthy. I can roll a stealth, but she's snooping.
Sure. As we are gonna move you have, I know this is the roof, but you have entered the warehouse. Pretend like this is covered too. The two main things is, there is a path that leads deeper into the warehouse, and there's a path that leads outside, which kind of is the main door. Seeing as you are inside, you will definitely be able to unlock the doors from the inside, so you'll not need to roll for unlocking any doors. But as you enter the center of the warehouse and begin to look around, we will see what you see shortly, because we are going to move to the others. Gus, is there anything that you want to do?
Nope, just following the crowd.
Alright, so you take another swig from your tankard, and unfortunately, you have reached the bottom of it.
Fuck!
Roll me a con save.
Fuck! Let's see. Constitution.
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
15? How'd I do?
15. Even with the nasty smell from the Lancaster and this kind of run-of-the-mill shitty alcohol, you're able to keep it down as you walk past the groveling guard and such, and you remain with the rest of the group. Is anyone else wanting to do anything right now as we are moving deeper into this town? There is a fire lit on... In fact, this tent is aflame with green flames. The green tips of the flames are starting to be overrun by the orange towards the bottom of the flames, as the fel-fired necrotic flames are, being overtaken by the regular flames, but it is still up in a blaze. The townsfolk are all looking at it and kind of wondering what's going on. Perhaps some of them will start fleeing. The guard that was speaking with those people is certainly aware of it and worried, and will start moving towards it. However, the guards that are covering the boat are unmoving as all of this occurs.
Merrick's gonna catch up to Lady. Should we head straight to the boat?
Yeah, I don't see much else to do around here. We're gonna be drawing a crowd real soon. As much as I love crowds, this isn't exactly the time and place for that.
I agree.
I'm gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna go up to Rensley. How you doing, bud?
He'll just... He's still just shaking the old man.
Good work, Rensley. Keep at it.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow her.
We all just keep following.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave Rensley here to it. Abandon
Don't
him.
fall too far behind, Rensley.
Oh, he's not coming with us. He will stay here and be butchered by the guards, no doubt.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I will summon him later.
Okay.
Let's try to get these guards to... someone.
Does Merrick see the guards in front of him?
Yes.
You're gonna turn back to the group and say, "Hold up, guys, we got some more guards in front of us."
Also, aren't we missing a person, guys?
Oh, that cat?
Oh, yeah, where is she?
Someone probably waved a feather in her face and she got distracted. Who cares? Oh, I'm sorry, Hadrian. I didn't mean to offend.
Went back to the whorehouse.
Your big wings and all.
Alright, as you guys approach these guards, are you trying to be stealthy in this approach, or are you kind of just like stand in front of them as you are?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't
someone have like distraction?
What?
Doesn't someone have distraction?
I have plenty of them, but I don't want to hog all the fun. But
yeah, I could cast like a minor illusion.
Could I?
Or I could just
can I just
tell
fucking what strength would be required for me to just like fucking haul ass straight through them?
You could, but
I mean, I'm like 7
I mean,
feet tall.
yeah, you could definitely get through them, but then they would probably engage in combat.
yeah, and I'm just a little bitch. I couldn't do that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it'll take a second for them to get up. We could haul ass.
Yeah. Yes. Then we can blame it on Rinsley. That's
I mean,
it.
yeah, there's different things that could occur. You've got plenty of people with distractions. You got plenty of people that could maybe talk to them.
Yeah.
You've got a couple strong guys that could probably grapple the two
I
of them
could-
and then let the squishier people go through.
Biggest thing
There's
I got
options.
is I could put them to sleep, both of them, or I could try to. It's a roll, but I could do that if
Nah, I kind of like.
I know I was doing. If you want me to, but I don't want to hog I'm like doing all this stuff over here, so I was gonna give somebody else a chance to have some fun.
I could.
I don't have any
cast a
fun
minor
tools.
illusion
Once you
somewhere.
cast like an illusion. Let's see if it'll distract
I was
them.
thinking of maybe making a really loud sound somewhere. Maybe that will
Yeah.
draw their attention.
They're probably not very smart, so they won't be able to tell it's fake. So yeah, try that.
Okay. In that case, can I do a minor illusion? I just want it to be like a really loud, like booming, just a boom sound, like something exploded. Kind of. Probably.
Absolutely.
Maybe in the direction of where the fire is right now, so then maybe they'll see the fire and go over that way.
Absolutely. As you make this minor illusion, and step closer to see their reaction, it hits the the flaming tent just suddenly has a big boom as the two individuals that began to investigate it hear this boom and are like fucking terrified of what the hell is happening with this tent. This last guy, he says fuck it and begins to flee, starting to jiggle the lock of the warehouse. The two guards, you see them flinch and move their heads, and you can clearly hear one of them go, "That sounded like it was where that fire was," and the other one go, "Yeah, I know it was probably where that fire was, but we're like supposed to stay here, and the captain said, Duncan said, to stand here and not let any pirates through. So if any pirates show up, that is all we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to help with any explosions or anything." He said that. He said that we are supposed to stand here and only stop the pirates. As you see these two fucking guards that can see the fire and hear the explosions not move. However, with that minor illusion, you were able to glean that they're probably not that smart, just like the other guards. And they don't know what the pirates look like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's many a solution here.
Yeah. Maybe we can just roll up to them and they'll let us pass. We just tell them we're not pirates, right? Yeah? I can give it a try.
You should lie to them.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at lying.
What your kind is good at.
Yes,
I mean,
I take that as a compliment. Yeah, let me,
all right,
let me-
as all of this is occurring, Lady has tried to distract them and ascertain that maybe they're not the brightest bunch. She approaches to talk to them. Gus, you remain kind of towards the back, and in this little crate here, at this stand, there are several fancy-looking bottles. I mean, several. If you would like to investigate further, you'll have to roll, but there are some fancy bottles that have been, locked away in the crate and kind of tucked away. But you can see the tops of them.
Here?
Yes, at the purple and green one.
Can you
the
give me any more
arcane
information
look
about a perception check?
Yeah, so it's the stand has been tidied up and kind of everything has been put away in crates for the evening. However, the crates have not been moved to a different location. They have been kind of boxed away and put up. Maybe that is how this place is used to running. Maybe a guard watches everything at night. but every stand has, crates with all of the goods packed away. And this specific stand, you can see the tops of bottles. Now, whether it be potions or alcohol is, you do not know.
Uh-huh. Can I roll to see if it's alcohol?
Absolutely. As you step over to the stand, can you roll me an investigation?
Investigation. 5.
Okay, so you can't tell if it's alcohol, but you also can't tell if it's not alcohol. There's definitely crates with bottles in them. Maybe it's good stuff, maybe it's bad stuff. You can't tell right now. You'd have to crack a crate open and commit a little pilfering.
What would I roll for that?
A strength, which you have advantage on, don't forget.
Natural 20.
That's crazy. A nat 20? Okay. You take your sword out, and you stick the sharp side in and kind of use it like a crowbar. And you have done this many a time. You are very skilled with it. Your sword doesn't take any kind of damage as the crate is cracked open, and you see inside several. This is the good crate. This crate has several bottles of dwarvish ale and draconic liquor, elvish wine, the imported shit, the good stuff.
What would happen if I tried to put a bottle in my pack?
Nothing. You can grab one.
Yeah, we're gonna do
which one did you want to take? Specifically,
ale.
Dwarvish ale. Dwarvish ale. He's an ale man. As you take out one of these ancient-looking bottles, you look it over. As the moon has risen now, it kind of gleams in the moonlight. The cork even is full. It's a work. The bottle itself is a work of art. As you slide that into your pack. And of course, this is occurring all while everything else is going on. While Ria was making the noise, and that kind of thing. And as you grab those, we will quickly move over to Passion. As you begin to investigate this warehouse and look for anything good, you can roll me a perception.
I got a 10.
A 10. As you are walking about, you hear the skittering of rats, the shuffling of mice, and nothing else. As you come across several fancy crates. I know I'm doing a lot of rolls, but roll me an investigation, and we'll call this one at advantage, seeing as you kind of have free reign with this warehouse right now.
That's an 18.
With an 18, you look through all of the different crates, and with the the dark vision eyes, you are able to spot out one that is labeled jewelry. Probably the most valuable one. What would you like to do?
I will look through the jewelry.
Alright, I'm gonna need a sleight of hand and then a stealth check at disadvantage.
Ruh-roh. The sleight of hand was a 17, and then...
Your cat-like claws are easily able to crack open this fancy chest, and before we do those stealth checks, there's plenty of rings, a good amount. None of them really catch your eye or are too fancy, except for a specific golden one with a small purple gemstone. you would like to snag it, this is the opportunity.
Yeah, whatever thing catches her eye, she will take it.
Right, that purple gleam is certainly the thing that catches your eye. It's like a ball of yarn rolling across the floor. As you grab the purple ring and slide it into your pocket, I'm going to need those 2 stealths.
I got an 18 and a 25.
Really?
Wow.
Wowzer. As you slide that into your pocket, you hear the door swing open and have just enough time to duck down and hide in the darkness as a townsfolk runs in and, is nervously panting and looks around and this town's going crazy. And quickly, begins to kind of just hide inside this building. I'm going to roll real quick. Okay. Oof. He looks around and he spots the jewelry and he moves over to the chest and he goes, "Oh, what? Someone's been through my jewelry!" And is now kind of on edge as he is looking around. But where you are currently positioned, you are hidden.
I will go ahead and cast another minor illusion over kind of a little further to the left of him. Like a little noise that goes like, "Oh shit."
Absolutely. As you cast that, that is a 3. He hears the noise and he turns and we'll say he's got this pitchfork even. He kind of points the pitchfork. You give me you give me back whatever you stole, and runs over to where the noise was.
I'm going to try and go towards the door. Another stealth check?
Sure. And we will call it an advantage, seeing as you have distracted him quite well.
That's an 18.
18? Alright. You slink through the shadows and are able to make your way to the door.
And then I'll leave as quietly as I can. Try not to make any noise with the door shutting behind me.
Yeah, you don't need to roll another stealth. These 2 are extremely distracted by the undead monster that's fighting an old man and the burning tent as you step forward. Are you wanting to rejoin the rest of the group?
Yeah, she'll softly close the door behind her and flick her tail excitedly with her new trinket, and she'll look forward and see the gaggle of people she's been with this whole time, and then kind of chuckle to herself and start making her way over.
Alright, you join the rest of the group, and with that, the gang's all here. We will move back to Lady and the others that are trying to deal with these foolish guards. Alright, what would you like to say to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of address both of them, just say, Mr. Guards, I my friends and I, we got scared by the fire back there, and there was that loud sound. Can we please go past?
Alright, that first guard, he goes, "Oh yeah, absolutely. That sound was pretty loud. If you see any pirates, tell us, because they are out and about." And the second guard goes, "Hold on a minute. Miss, there are pirates out and about, and unfortunately we don't know if you are a pirate or not. Is there some way that you can prove that you aren't a pirate?"
Yeah, sir, I promise I'm not a pirate. Look, I have a turtle with me. Turtles don't have pirates with them. Or pirates don't have turtles with them.
He looks at the turtle. He looks at the turtle and he goes, "Jeff, she does have a turtle with her." And he goes, "Yeah, that's pretty foolproof. I mean, everybody knows that." And then he goes, "Wait a minute. Aren't turtles are they're from the sea, right?"
Some of them are, but this one that I have with me, he's a land turtle. Look how cute he is. And Bartholomew just like pokes his head out of my pouch.
He goes, damn, that turtle is really, really cute. And the second one, he goes, Jim, dude, the land turtle. I thought that there were sea turtles, but if that's a land turtle, this kind of checks out, right? And they both look pretty discombobulated and confused. As if you could roll me a deception check.
Yes.
And we'll call this one at advantage, because you did a pretty cute little thing with that turtle. They're convinced, bro, it's a land turtle.
15?
A 15. As these two are debating, they're okay, yeah, you seem legit. We don't recognize you, but this is a pretty big town, and you're probably visiting. I'm sorry that you're visiting at such like a bad time, and so much is going on, but if you need to head down there, then you can go ahead and go, but please be careful, and don't go to the docks, okay? We've got a bit of a surprise waiting at the docks.
Yes, sir. Thank you. As I'm going past him, can I, like, see if I can, what's the word? Like, mug him? Can I try to get something off of him? Like money or
you can certainly try. So as you step past, what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to, like, try and, like, pickpocket him? Like, reach in his pocket and grab something nice? Alright, roll me a sleight of hand.
Yes. 13.
Then pray. And fucking pray. Ooh. You kind of do the classic, bump and snag, where you bump into him and reach into his pocket. And as you reach into his pocket, he does feel that you're reaching into his pocket, and he's kind of like, whoa, excuse me, miss. Be careful.
Sorry.
And you're not able to glean or get any kind of coin, but he was not able to ascertain that you were trying to mug him. He just thinks that you bumped into him.
Sorry, sir.
However, if you want to try again, that would probably be a disadvantage.
I'm gonna move on from there.
All right, you have stepped past. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna cast minor illusions, make it look like I'm holding a turtle.
Yeah. All right.
Help! Me and my land turtle need to get through here.
They stop again, and they're. Hold on. What? How many people are out at night? You need to go inside.
Sir, these are my friends.
Yes, we are turtle breeders.
He turns and he goes, friend, ma'am, we're not supposed to let anybody through.
I'm sorry,
we don't know.
but I promise, we're not pirates.
He looks at the turtle. Jim and Jeff, they look at the turtle, and they go, "Oh, that turtle's really, really cute." And Jim reaches forward to kind of like pet under the turtle's chin.
Don't touch him. This is a show turtle.
As you say that, he kind of recoils, and he's, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've never seen a show turtle before."
Disappointment. Oh,
that was.
Mr. Guard, you want to pet my turtle?
Oh. And And he turns around and crouches, or it's in the little bag, right? So he kind of like puts his hand out.
Yeah. Bartholomew just pokes his head out. Yeah.
And he's one time there was a traveling circus that came through, and they had little like baby goats, and we fed the baby goats lettuce. And I bet this little guy would love some lettuce right now. I wish I had some.
He loves lettuce. While I'm talking, hopefully the rest of my team is figuring out how to get by.
Feed him lettuce. My turtle only eats cucumbers and carrots. The finest.
Ooh, that's not good.
What am I doing?
As this guard, he's cucumbers. I guess since you've got the turtle as well, if you guys are like a turtle traveling troupe, then you can head on. but we really can't let anybody else through. I mean,
Yeah.
and again, like I said, you guys need to be careful if you go towards the docks. I don't know what else is down past this alleyway. It's only the docks, but I promise you, you need to be careful if you go there.
Right.
So
God, it would have been so much faster to just kill them.
It would have. This way was.
All right, so Lothric can go through.
Yeah.
The one guy is giving you passage. The other one is distracted.
Yes.
Are you stepping forward, Merrick?
Yes, Merrick's gonna step forward.
So you are like super cloaked in darkness as you approach, and he like only sees you after a second. He's, oh, with the gods! Damn near give me a heart attack, dude. And he turns. He's, Jim, dude, there's more. And he turns. He's, oh shit. Goodbye. Does he have a name?
Bartholomew. His name is Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. I had an uncle named Bartholomew.
No,
dude,
really?
he was kind of. I have a brother, and he kind of got like handsy. It was kind of bad, but
handsy.
But it's cool. It's cool that his name's Bartholomew. Like they both like that's like a connection. They got like the same name. It's like a weird name, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you said you like circuses, right? I'm actually part of a circus.
You don't even have to roll. This guy was turned around to assist with keeping Merrick from coming through, and he's immediately enthralled again. He's circus.
Yeah.
That's just like the one that came through. That there was a traveling circus. Like it was like two moon cycles ago or years. I don't know. It was a long time. But dude, that's crazy. Are there baby goats in your traveling circus? And as that conversation is continuing, as you're trying to step forward, he's hey, and he's clearly overwhelmed now that he's like, this is not how this is. They're supposed to be not talking to anybody and like guarding the entryway, and he is hey, we really can't let anybody else through. I don't know what your business is at the docks, but it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning.
As he says that, Merrick's gonna use his halfling nimbleness, because that allows him to move through any space that a creature is larger than him is, and gonna go behind him.
Absolutely. So you slip under his legs, and he kind of like whirls around. He's like, what's going on here? And as you step here, this guy goes, oh, I bet you like traveling circuses. Have you ever been to the circus?
I love circuses.
And he's, oh my gosh, that's so cool. This is crazy. Like, dude, this town is usually so boring. Like, it is so boring. There's only old people, and they're constantly trying to, like, have you sign petitions. I can't even read or write. So it's like, that's so lame. And now all of a sudden, there's, like, a bunch of people here with, like, turtles and like, they like the circus and stuff. Like, this is crazy. If you go here, he's gonna turn, and as this is all occurring, he's, hold on. I swear, I buy the 9. This, you can't come through, dude. This is serious business. All right, Jim, dude, get over here. And Jim's, oh shit, I gotta go to work, and he starts to move.
Jim. Hey, bud, what's something you like from the circus? I can do a lot of different things, okay? You want to see a little performance right now? I can do something.
He turns and he goes, performance?
Yeah, performance.
Is it my birthday?
Yes,
I would love to see a performance. I love music. I'm super, they won't let me into the tavern because I tried to play on the pianos and on the I tried to play on the bard's lute and I broke the strings, so they banned me. But I'm like super musically inclined. If you could like play a song or something, that would be so cool. Roll a performance check.
Okay, yeah.
Easy thing.
28.
28. Again, he is full enthralled. As what would you like to describe this performance?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my lyre, and I'm gonna start playing it and singing happy birthday to him.
So it is not his birthday, but he absolutely sings along and is pretending he like thinks it's his birthday now, and he's like, "This is insane! This is way better than my last birthday. My parents, they had the plague, and we were stuck in this room. I was trying to feed them, and they wouldn't eat. They just wouldn't eat. They kept puking it up, and there was like blood coming out of their eyes and their ears, and then they died. And this is way better than that. This is like a ton of fun. This is so
you want to
awesome.
see another magic trick? Can I roll the attack?
Which one are you attacking? The one that's blocking you, or the one that's having
yapping.
a good time?
The one that is yapping.
Okay, so
anything to get this fucking encounter over.
Absolutely, you're gonna have to if you step forward to try and
his character's
do
like,
something.
"Hi, how are you?
He's gonna
it's Monday morning, bitch. Shut up."
He's gonna try and grapple you. So
That's
we're gonna
cool.
need
That's cool.
opposed strengths.
Yeah, you
which
really
you're
don't know
definitely
who
gonna
you're
beat.
talking to.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna beat that. He rolled.
What do I need to roll?
A strength check, just a flat strength.
Is that what? Is
It
that
says strength. And saving throws? Or
It's not good. 15.
15 is enough because he rolled a 10. As you shove past this guy, he's I never, and you can roll to attack, and you can roll with advantage because he's heavily distracted.
Longsword. 19 hit.
19 will hit.
That's great. Awesome.
Poor guy.
11 damage.
11 damage.
And we're gonna do action, bonus action. And he has sap, so he's disadvantaged on his next attack roll.
Okay. Are you action surging to attack again?
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge and attack again.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 damage.
Well, as you have that dwarven wine that you want to drink, and these guys are in the way, as you step forward and swing your sword, the first one you swing low to hit his leg, and you cripple his right leg, which is that Vex giving you advantage on the next turn. And you see him kind of cry out in surprise and anguish as that blade pierces flesh. And then you raise it and swing again towards his right, this time kind of at the ribs, and your blade is caught by the chainmail, but with that insane strength, you are able to keep swinging and cut through and leave a nasty gash on his side, leaving him very, very fucked up. And we will have to do initiative again, which is fine. We will just move you so you can have gone first, and we will do passion. It's your turn.
I'm sorry. It's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had a different thing I was gonna do, and I don't think it's gonna do anything anymore, so can you move on to someone else for now? I gotta think a bit.
Are we rolling initiative?
We're just going to keep the initiative from before. So you can save your action. We will have Merrick go. Merrick's
going to pull out his dagger and stab the one who is talking a lot.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
A 25 will hit.
That will be 8 points of damage.
Okay. To clarify, is this lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal.
Alright, with 8 points of damage, you, kind of like a charlatan bandit, alleyway backstabbing murderer. You pull out the knife, and you kind of go where the chinks in his armor have been broken by Brennan's attack, and you fucking stab him one last time, and the blood begins to pool, and he falls to his knees, and he's, my birthday, and dies.
I'm sorry!
Leaving just the other guy. Do you do anything else?
Do you know how Nick works? Is that giving me an extra attack?
If you are holding two finesse weapons, Nick, and have mastery with Nick, you can do the attack with your main, attack with your secondary, without having to use a bonus action, so it is there to leave the bonus action open for another thing. But unfortunately, you only have one dagger as of now, and to equip the two, you would have to, it would take an action to swap between the two, because it's like, okay, I'm pulling out my daggers, okay, I'm pulling out my bow. Or wait, no it doesn't, because in Baldur's Gate it's ranged, and then you can just swap to, you would need another dagger. So once you have another dagger, you can do the nick. But it's all good, you did enough damage, and that guy is fucking dead. Anything else?
No.
Alright. As it comes to the guard's turn, I'm going to roll. That is a nat 20, so that is above a 10. The rest of the guard arrive. So the guard that escaped has returned, and with him comes a large amalgam of guards. Now they look tired, disheveled. They are not all in armor like in this picture. It looks like this may have been the reserves that were woken up and brought into combat. So I am going to not move them closer because that will been their turn. I've been rolling in the back line a d20 to see if they show up, and it has not been over a 10 until just now when it was nat 20. Kind of a wasted nat 20. But they have arrived. That movement is their turn. And certainly they spot Rensley and the burning fire, and they're, what the hell? We gotta get that! As this guy is going to swing at Merrick, since Merrick killed his friend. And he is definitely not, he rolled it's a 13. It's a 13.
No.
So he takes a Madden swing, and he's, how could you? We let you through! But he misses because he is too distracted, and it is now Lady's turn.
Okay.
Can I just use command again?
Sure, you've got another. I think you can use command. It's a first level spell, right? So you can. I think you can do it 4 times. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna use grovel again. Yeah.
Grovel. All right, I'm gonna do a wisdom save. He rolled a 7. So as you tell him to grovel, he is forced to the floor, and in a similar position to the other guy. However, unlike the other guy, he is not scared. He is angry. He is, what kind of magic? You're all gonna die, you pirates! But he is on the ground, unable to move and unable to attack. Do you want to do anything else? The movement to escape to the next map is,
yeah, I'll just,
there. So All right, lady will move to there, and we will take her out of the turn order for now, as we move to the potentially to the next map. But that leaves Hadrian.
Is there this guy in front of me? What's the situation with him again?
He's groveling on the ground, so you will have advantage on attacking him if you so wish.
Will he?
You can also get past him without op attack.
Yeah.
You
Will he follow us if we leave?
He's groveling.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
If
I
I mean,
same
well,
intimidation
okay,
on
all right.
him?
Roll. Sorry. I should have had you roll. Roll a insight.
Okay, alright. 23. 20 plus 3, not 20.
Nat 20. Yeah. The rest of the guard have arrived. He was talking about a. Don't go to the beach. We've got a surprise waiting. Yes. He will follow you if allowed. Now that doesn't mean that he will be able to make it. He is groveling right now, and you guys would have time to, clear the unnamed, unranked number of guard as they approach. They approach, they are distracted by Rensley as of now.
Can I attempt an intimidation again on this guy? I don't want to kill these guys if I can help it.
Yes, but this one's going to be at disadvantage because you guys murdered his friend.
Yeah.
So.
That's 2, and you pick the lower.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, I'll try.
You're good at intimidation, though.
Yeah, I have a +4. Okay, there's number 1, 14. 18, sorry. Number 2, 11.
As you crouch down to say some, not evil words, but intimidating words in his ear, he spits in your face. I, pirate! The second I stand, I'll cut you down with my axe. Sorry, I did the wrong voice, but the second I stand, I'll cut you down with my axe, dude.
Well, I got bad news for him. I got bad news for him.
Bad news.
Can I touch him and just divine smite him?
So it's divine smite is you have to attack. So it would be an attack and then add the divine smite on top of it.
He's on the ground to get advantage.
Yeah, you will have advantage on the attack roll because he is groveling like a little bitch.
Okay, so yeah, oh fuck. Sorry, ignore that. That's the wrong button.
That's the wrong button.
I could just guiding bolt him from a foot away. That'd be pretty funny.
Well, you'll have
we already have advantage.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Yeah, I'll short sword him.
Okay. So roll to attack. You have advantage.
Oh, I don't need to
twice.
hit, right? Okay.
Yeah, roll to hit. You have to roll twice to hit. Because you have advantage on attacking.
Roll to hit. I got a 19.
19 will hit. So roll your damage, and then you can roll the divine smite as well, and take up a slot of the divine smite.
Damage. I've got 9. 5 plus 4.
Okay, add the divine smite.
Is that? Yeah, that's bonus action.
Yeah, so you've used your attack and your bonus action.
That's, what is that? The damage increases by 1d8. Okay. D8.
Roll a d8.
Okay, that's
Or just
3.
click the divine smite button. 3. Okay. You bring a flaming golden sword with that divine power as your wings kind of light up down on this defenseless guard's head.
I didn't want to do it. He didn't fucking listen to me.
Your flaming kind of sword heats and melts through his chain mail, and he takes a good amount of damage, but through bloodied, gritted teeth, he is still alive.
Fuck.
Now you can take your movement to get the fuck out of there, or not. It's your call.
Am I the last turn, or
No?
Can you finish? Or
I will.
Yeah. Okay. Well then I'll get up here.
Are you taking your full movement to head off the board?
Yeah, I may as well.
Okay, so you and Lady have moved on.
He's gotta be low. I just fucked this shit.
He is not looking great, but also not looking too bad. But alright, Lothric.
I'm gonna sigh.
The turtle is gone.
Yeah, it'll leave. I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna point a finger at this guy and shoot these little bolts of magic. I'm gonna do magic missile. Try to finish him off so I don't miss.
So
One. Let me roll 3. 4 is the first. 5 is the second. Third is 4. That's actually incredibly high for magic missile. So
13.
Yeah. Pom 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 pom.
He tanks these green eldritch like necrotic bolts that fly into him. They kind of like knock him from that like crawling position to kind of prone. Again spitting up blood. He looks bad, but is alive.
Really?
How the fuck is he alive?
Jesus.
God damn, they pay these guys well.
Lazar's gonna roll his eyes and he mutters, "Buy us time." And as his bonus action, he's going to have Rensley. Here's his command. He's going to move to intercept these guards.
Hold on now. Hold on, player.
Okay.
The old man is going to take an op attack.
Oh
my god.
Go for it.
Alright, he rolled really low. He was already heading like -3. He rolled a 2, but he blindly swings, stumbles to the fucking floor, and is on his knees. You damned ruffian!
Rensley, I'm not going to attack, because the goal is just to tie them up. I'm going to have Rensley try to shove this guard over. Oh, crap.
Okay.
I'm using the zombie sheet, so I gotta...
The shoved opposed strength, right?
Yeah, so his strength is a +1, unfortunately. Let me see.
Okay, this guy's is... There.
I rolled a 17, actually. That's not bad.
That still beats, because he only rolled a 10, which is +2. Your giant Rensley guy, looking kind of disheveled and pissed off that he has to do all of these commands, fucking shoves the shit out of this guy, and this guy is, oh shit, and he is knocked prone. Or she's, oh shit, and is knocked prone.
Okay.
Alright, and do you take the rest of your movement
to he's
move
just
out of here? Or?
Yeah, he's GTFO, he's out. He's following the tiefling to the Asimar.
Alright.
What the fuck is it playing?
It's intense.
Alright, we move to Gus.
Just to clarify, the human guard is groveling.
Who just left?
So if I leave, he does not get...
Who just left?
Nobody. The music.
Oh, the music.
I'm messing with the music. Yeah, I'm restarting it, so it's not that.
He does not get off attack or anything. If you just leave, he's just left there.
What button is it to flip him?
Middle mouse button. So are you just leaving?
Yep.
Alright, you hold your action. That leaves Passion. You are, they are distracted by Rensley, but you're kind of in the walkway. I think if you use dash, you could use your movement to full make it. Actually, you've got that like super dash, right, or whatever. You can.
Yeah, that ability.
You can just do that for free and still have an action if you'd like.
Okay. I think what I want to do. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and dash. Try and make it past. Yeah.
With that dash, you are able to move past the carnage and the corpses. You probably think in your head, like, what have I gotten myself into with these ruffians? As you move past. I will say, if you put your hand in that pocket of yours, that ring, there's a bit of warmth to it as you continue along. And Merrick.
Merrick's going to take a step forward, and as he does, he feels a darkness within inside of him saying, do not let him live. And at this time, I would like to switch over to Phelan. Do you have Phelan's thing?
Yeah, I got him somewhere. Let me grab him real quick. Alright, so as you step forward, this kind of dark urge overtakes you. You throw your hood on, your eyes change color to a more, darker shade, and you take a shot at this guy.
Yeah, Phelan's gonna go.
Alright, roll to hit.
You to grovel at someone's feet. You are nothing. And then take a shot with the crossbow.
Sounds good.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah,
it's with advantage.
That hit.
Do I need to
So
roll
you're
again?
Yeah, you're good. That hit.
That would be a 9.
A 9 is enough, as this kind of personality switch occurs. This no-nonsense individual raises his crossbow, and with a assassin-like efficiency, puts one right into the wounded man's eye, killing him dead. Before do you move on? Head out?
Phelan's, after he kills him, he's going to be like, we probably should not show this to the others. And then swaps back to Merrick before following on to the beach.
Alright.
Or to the,
I'll set this over
deck,
here.
or what's it called?
I'll just set them here. Alright, so you take that hood off, and you kind of come back to your senses. Maybe you take one last look back at the dead guy, feel a slight bit of remorse, but, your brother's actions, he was a no-nonsense individual. He, made sure that you guys were safe no matter the cost as you head out of there. And
yes,
we are going to make some quick rolls. These fucking guys are going to kill the shit out of Rensley. How much health does Rensley have?
Not a lot. I mean, he's... Oh, crap.
He's literally just a diversion.
Oof, that's not very good. Okay,
they're gonna kill him. He's low health. Sorry. He's got 22 health, 8 armor class. I mean, I think it's safe to
22 health. Oh, 8? His AC's 8? Oh, I thought.
No, he's a fucking
10.
tank. He's not. He gets more as I level. So I mean, he's
yeah. Okay. Then no. That's these guards quickly surround Rensley and fucking pummel him into the dirt with their melee weapons. This guard, gets back to their feet. And you guys can hear that kind of, disruption as you move on to the next area. So if we could all blindfold.
How much? I think I might have to call it. It's like 1 a.m. I gotta get up early, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is an okay stopping point.
Bro's got work.
Yeah, I do, man. So,
yeah, no worries. This is it's a pretty good stopping point. Leaves me with plenty to do and set up for the next one, because I still got plenty of stuff. But yeah, if thanks for coming, everybody. Good job. Yeah, a couple of you got a couple cute little trinkets from this town. A couple of you got your hands dirty. You think that was Merrick's? Probably not Phelan's, but maybe Merrick's first couple kills.
I don't know.
Yeah,
probably accident or probably human kill or humanoid.
Lady, you probably got to see some death up close for maybe not the first time, but for the first time where maybe you kind of unwillingly aided and abetted it. You had this beautiful guy distracted before a fucking sword went into his ribcage. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's you guys have successfully escaped the town and are heading towards the docks. So if you guys are game, Fridays or Saturdays would be best for me, and yeah.
Those days work for me as well.
Alright, well, I will catch everybody later, and looking forward to the next session.
Alrighty, thanks guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Boy.